Hello everybody, welcome to Kojak's Saturday night at Kojak's. Tonight we've got 10 on the button PLO. We've got a pretty good lineup. There should be lots of action. Like I say, I want to thank everybody for listening. We'll try to call it best we can with PLO. There's at this table, I don't know if it's going to be like normal where we have 7 of the 9 callers call a raise, but we were about to find out. Looks like first card's out, so here we go. I want to say we are a week or two out from having a whole different camera system and a different table. I'll have to get with Charlie when he comes in here. He's out running the floor right now. Billy raises first hand to 25. Corey calls. Alex calls. Reagan calls. See what I mean? Here comes 6 callers. Daryl calls and Big Taco calls. Flop comes 3-4-3. Alex picks up flop's trips. And jumps out way ahead. First part of the night already has 300 in it. Alex bets 150. I think everybody is going to lay her down. That's how you start off the night right there with up 125 right off the bat. The buy-in tonight was 1,500 to 4,000, I believe, is what the buy-in was, or I guess 5,000, 15 to 5 for tonight's event. So Corey calls the 10 with ace-7, 3-5. Alex calls this hand with queen-jack, 7-4. Daryl calls with pocket jacks. And Billy just checks it. And so let's go to the flop. King-5 queen hits the board. Five on the turn. Corey now picks up the lead. I guess everybody's checked it because it's moving pretty fast. So Corey gets the check mark. Bets 20 and Alex calls the 20. I think everybody else will probably fold. And Corey's going to win 50 bucks. I think we have a pretty good action table tonight. It doesn't. It's going to be a pretty good mix, I think. We'll just see how everybody's mood is and see what if they feel like gambling tonight or not. Definitely some players at the table that'll put chips in the middle, and then there's a few that play a little tighter than most. So it ought to be a fairly good mix tonight. While I'm thinking about it, don't forget about our West Texas Poker Championship Series. It's going to start Tuesday, April the 6th. We'll start with our $460 PLO high only at 6 p.m. And you can register for that for up to 3 hours. It's 3 hours of registration. You can check all the tournaments out on our Facebook page and figure out which tournaments you want to play in. We should have a really good series this year. We're expecting it to be a really good series. So come on out and see if you can make a little money. Reagan raised with ace-king, 8-4. Billy called the 50. Corey calls the 40. Looks like everybody left in the hand makes the call. Bo's got the early favorite with best hand early, but there's 3-deuce-7. Billy picks up trip threes. And he takes the lead, early lead in the hand. I'm looking for flush draws on the board. Um, oh, Reagan has the king high flush draw. There it is. I knew there was more than one flush draw out there. I was having to go down each hand trying to find it, but Reagan has king four of clubs in his hand. Reagan bets 150. Billy calls the 150. Nine of hearts helps neither one of them. Billy's now 92% favorite for the hand to hold on. Reagan bets 250. Billy calls the 250. And a deuce on the river will give Billy the boat. And it looks like, I can't tell if Reagan threw some out there. Yeah, he did. Reagan bets 350 and Billy calls and picks up 950 right off the bat. So three hands in, Billy's up almost 1,000 right off the bat. So we'll go around the table. We have Frankie in seat 1, Big Taco. We have Billy in seat 2. We have Corey in seat 3. We have Eric in seat 4. We have Jeremy in seat 5. We have Alex in seat 6. We have Bo, I believe, Bo in seat 7. We have Reagan in seat 8. We have Daryl in seat 9. And if y'all look at seat 1, Big Taco came to play tonight. He came dressed for the occasion. He's got his Hawaiian shoes shirt on, his checkered red and white checkered Vans, and his little beanie cap. He came to take some people's money tonight. Eric flops a set of sixes. Reagan bets 125. Eric calls. I think Alex will probably lay this hand down. I don't see him being able to call anything with this hand. So now we're to heads up. King of Hearts is kind of a scary card. I mean, it gives Reagan the flush draw. I guess he has straight draw, flush draw, but Reagan's going to bet and Eric's going to fold. That was a pretty ugly card for Eric to try to continue in that hand, even though at that time he was an 88% favorite. Or I'm sorry, yeah, 88% to win the hand. I think Alex probably calls here. Jack 9, pocket 7s, double suited. I think he might even put in a little raise, but I think he'll just call the 10 because he's in a pretty bad spot. No, he is going to put a little raise in. Being in early position, I mean, that's not the strongest hand you can come up with, but Bo's going to call with his hand, of course, with the pocket 10s. Reagan always likes those hands like that, those little connectors and suited. So, yeah, he's absolutely going to call there. Big Taco's got a pocket pair. Well, look at Jeremy waking up with pocket kings. Jack 3 ace. Reagan flops 2 pair. Eight of diamonds on the turn. Alex has flush draw. Flush draw, straight draw possibilities, but I don't, of course, he doesn't know the tens are gone. This might be one of those somebody bets it's going to be hard to call. Reagan bets 150. I think Jeremy probably folds here. He knows that I think at this point he's probably beat. Jeremy called, or Alex calls the 120, 150. And an ace on the river will give Reagan the check mark. And they check, and Reagan picks up 300. Hey, we got the crusher in here.
I was just going to let you know where we were going for dinner.
Oh, well, where are we going
Having
for
your
dinner?
favorite chicken.
Where at?
Cane's.
Oh,
So you can get chicken, or chicken. Just so you know.
yeah.
I'm going over to that table next, and I've been in a great mood.
Oh, the crusher is going to our live stream table next.
I've done some damage on the 5 on the button, sadly. A little brutal.
Cane sounds really good, but it's all fried, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They have coleslaw.
No, I'm gonna have to pass. As much as I want to eat coleslaw, I'm trying to eat a little healthier. I've been instructed by several people to eat a little healthier. So, as much as I want canes,
Me too, but you know what? I'll go work out.
I'm just gonna have to do something different. We're back on. So as you can see, so far it seems like every hand we've had 6 or 7 callers. Flop comes 7-4 king. Who picks up the early lead? Looks like Jeremy does with 2 pair. Corey has nut flush draw. I'm just trying to see what's on the board. So many callers, you kind of have to go down the list. And Alex is going to call thinking his flush draw is good. If a spade falls, oh, Billy or Reagan's got, this could, if a spade falls off, I know it's going to be hard. We've got 5 left in the deck. Is that right?
4 or 5.
Corey picks up trip 4s. But yeah, if a spade happens to fall off, there'll be some fireworks for sure. I think.
My chair out here. How rude.
Corey bets 350 right there. I like that bet. And Corey picks up the pot. So Billy raises to 40. I'm thinking Big Taco straddled. I missed that. I looked down for just a minute and the action was going. Alex is actually the favorite this hand at 25%. Flop comes 4-9-6 with 2 hearts on the board. Big Taco picks up nut flush draw and open-ended straight draw. Jeremy flops 2 pair. With an open-ended, a bigger open-ended straight draw. Alex calls, Bo folds. I'm pretty sure Big Taco calls right here. He's got a big hand. Billy folds his. And now we'll go to the turn, see what happens as we get some fireworks. Jack of spades gives Alex a set of jacks. I think everybody stays along for the ride. I'm not real sure. I mean, he bets 500 right there. Alex absolutely calls this. I don't think. I mean, there's not any straights that beat him right here. He can't like the fact that he doesn't have any flush draws on spades or hearts. But a set with 1 card to come is a pretty big hand at this point. Jeremy doesn't realize it, but well, it says he's 0% to win this. I'm trying to see if a 10 pops off, he loses. So yeah, he has 0 chance of winning this, and he's the one betting it. Alex is going to raise it to 2100. Yeah, 2100. I don't. Big Taco, I think, is already folded. I don't see his cards. That's why I'm saying that. So it's back to Jeremy. Yeah, it does look like Frankie's folded. So I don't know if all the 5s are out. I didn't notice that. It looks like Jeremy folded and Alex picks it up, but it said he was 0 chance. I'm like, if all the 5s are gone, they are, because if a 5 popped off, he would have won. So that was a good bet by Alex. Looks like Frankie straddles for 20. Billy folds, Corey folds, Eric folds. Jeremy wakes up with pocket jack 6-5. He calls the 20. Alex calls the 20. Bo's going to raise. No, he's not going to raise to 25. I'm not sure what happened there. Reagan 3 bets to 50. think they lose anybody with that 3-bet. There we go. Bo 4 bets to 300. Reagan calls. Alex looks like he has his cards already in the folding position. Jeremy calls it, so we'll go to the flop. Bo's a huge favorite at this point. Let's see what the poker card gods bring him. 9-3-6 with 2 clubs. Jeremy's the only one that has the flush draw. Bo bets 400. Reagan calls the 400 with an open-ended. And 10. Did that help anybody? I do not think that helped anybody. Nope, it did not. Oh, it did too. Reagan, I'm sorry. I didn't. Yeah, Reagan has 7-8. Reagan completes it and bets 2.2. 2,200. And Jeremy lets it go. Bo folds and Reagan picks up plus 1,500 in a $400 pot. Flop comes 3, queen, 4. Jeremy flops a set of queens. Corey picks up open-ended. And Jeremy's going to get the check mark. Bets 250. Corey calls the 250. Oh, and we have quads. Bets 400 and Corey's going to lay it down. There's no way you can call there, but because he just didn't complete. But what a hand for Jeremy. That was a big hand. I was actually reading something from that quiz, that trivia question we asked about 3 weeks ago in PLO, and out of all the possible 4-card combinations coming out in any order or anything like that, there's over 2 billion ways that quads can actually come out. It was kind of a crazy stat. You can look it up and Google it and do all that kind of stuff, but it was like 2,225,000,000 different possible card combinations to make quads in PLO. Just thought that was kind of interesting, and here we have quads already tonight, so one of those combinations popped up. We got the crusher in the booth now. Billy looks down at Queen 10, 10, 8 with the Queen 10 of hearts. He will probably be putting in a little raise. He may not though. He may just smooth it right here and see what comes. Keep it little till you get there and then bang on it. But it looks like he's going to put out a little raise there. Reagan has pocket queens. Flop comes 7, 8, 9. Surely somebody made a straight there. Let's go down the list and see. 2 diamonds. Do we have any diamond draws? Alex has the diamond draws. Nobody has 10 jack. There's the 10 of diamonds giving Billy a set. Alex makes the flush. Billy calls the 100. Corey with the straight. King of hearts on the river and doesn't help anybody. Alex gets the check mark. They go check, check, and Alex is going to take it down. Corey folds. Oh, let's see. Queen 5, 8 with 2 hearts on the board. Nobody has. Do I see any heart draws? No heart draws. Queen 8, Alex picks up top 2. Alex gets the check mark when the 6 of hearts hits the board. Reagan bets 250. Looks like Alex called the 250. And a 7 comes on the river to give Alex the straight. Hey, Charlie's here.
Man, it is packed galore out there. It is so busy that we are out of red chips.
Oh, wow. Well, everybody's got to buy green then.
Yeah.
Well, we've had some action already.
I wouldn't expect anything else with this lineup. So just like that, Mr. Portillo pulls in $2,400 and vaults him up to the top. He's got $5,200 effective now. We've got a table full of action. Lots of black chips on the table.
Yeah. There's lots of black chips, and
I figure after just a few hands, there's going to be quite a few blue chips too, which are the $500 chips. So head on out to Kojak's tonight. We've got 4 full tables of action. 4 full tables. So many full tables that we're out of red chips, and we're going around buying some up so we can open up another table. We've got 7 people on the waiting list, looking to open up a 4th 5 on the button table.
that's crazy.
Oh, getting ready for that event. We gave away 4 vouchers today in our $100 Rebuy Satellite Tournament. Gave away 4 more vouchers, so main event's going to be live, going to be busy. Mr. Jeremy's going to raise it up. Looks like he pots it up to $70. Actually, he's calling the raise from Billy. Billy pots it up to $70. Call from Jeremy. Look, Alex checking out his cards. 987 deuce. I don't know about this, but I do like the inside wrap like that. It's so well hidden. He doesn't like it. He's going to let it go. Daryl makes the call with the nut flush draw for clubs. Flop's going to come out. Queen of spades. 6 of clubs. Deuce of hearts. That's going to leave Jeremy's pair of 8s in the lead.
In the lead. Yeah, nobody has a queen.
His percentage is just a bit ahead of that, but he is in the lead right now. But we know with the crusher, it's not going to be held very long.
No.
Billy's going to lead out with his pair of 6s, which is the best hand of the remaining 2 hands. Wow.
Enough to get Daryl to fold.
His neck is 6 was enough to get the fold. You are correct.
And like the second hand, Billy jumps up 1,000 tonight. Just easy. Just makes it look easy.
Easy game. Short stack's got 2,300. Big stack's got 5,800. Buy-in was $1,500 to $4,000 tonight. So we've got plenty of action ready to go. As dealing out the cards, getting them ready to go, want to remind you that this is the last few days to get your practice in. We are closed tomorrow for Easter, but we will be open on Tuesday. Tuesday starts our event number 1 of our West Texas Poker Championship Series. We've got a $460 re-entry pot limit Omaha. It's going to be starting at 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Get kicked off with a bang.
Yes. It's going to be crazy action, and if this PLO is anything like the PLOs of past events, we're going to be rocking and rolling. So bring your pot clicking button ready to click. Action starting off with Portillo looking at Jack suited, raises it up to $30. He's going to get 3-bet by Reagan with King Jack 4 deuce. I love this move right here. He's got the nut flush draw over Alex. He's got the king. Oh, then that's a board of dead action.
Mm-hmm.
Portillo's going to check. Reagan's going to bet it. Guaranteed. And that's exactly what happens. And Portillo is going to fold as he looks at his cards. And for once, Charlie got it correct.
Yeah, and when he watches the live stream, he's like, oh, I knew I was good.
Right? So our new table's being manufactured. Our new cameras are being shipped here.
That's what I was going to ask you. Were we a couple weeks out?
I think they said 4 weeks, which is perfect. We'll use this setup for our final table of the Texas Stack next Sunday and our final table of the main event the Sunday after. We are going to be ready to rock and roll. Red solo cups are out. That means people are having a good time.
Absolutely.
Buttons on Mr. Jeremy Clark, which puts Alex under the gun. Even though it's his action, he's still calling around. Oh, it's on me. Oh yeah, I call. No, I don't know if I want to call. Let me think about it. He may have straddled.
He might have. No, I don't see any chips there.
No, he did not straddle. He just took some time in making the call of $10. Action's down on Reagan.
So
Reagan's got a
gonna
pretty good
raise.
hand.
Yeah,
Yes.
Reagan's going to raise.
He's going to pot it up. 30 plus 10 is 40. Daryl makes the call behind him. Ace 10, 9, 8. Big Taco folds the winner. Man, I don't think there's going to be very many aces left in the deck.
No, doesn't look like it.
So we've got a raise to $30. And what happens $40. What happens at Kojak's when you raise to 40? You get 5 callers. Pot sitting at $200 even.
Big Taco in his shirt and shoes.
Oh, man, he was
He came
matching.
to play tonight. Yeah. Came to play. And who does the crusher crush here? Jack Ace 6.
Who's got Ace Jack? Nobody.
Nobody.
Who's got Ace 6, Jack 6?
No,
Who's got clubs?
Ace 6. Ace 6.
Corey's got 63 of clubs.
Of clubs. He's the only clubs.
Yep, he's the only clubs. He doesn't know
Yeah.
how far out in front he is.
2 pair and clubs. And I think he walks this one. I think he gets a.
Oh, did he bet it?
He bets 100. Yeah,
Oh, it's
I
over.
think he gets it. Yeah.
It's Dunsky.
No, Daryl called the 100.
Ooh, I like it.
King of clubs hits the board. Corey gets a check mark. Daryl, if he sneezes at it, they check. If Daryl bets this, Corey can't call with 6-3 of clubs. Even though we know it's Corey, he will.
Yes, he may.
Yeah, but he's going to bet it, and Daryl's going to lay it down. I just don't see any way Daryl thinks his hand is good right there ever. All he had was aces with a 10 kicker.
Yeah.
I know Daryl was probably thinking about some kind of play he could come back over the top and
There's
push
many
around,
moves that
but
he could make. You are correct. Many moves that he can make.
So Bo calls the 10 with pocket fives, ace 9 suited. Reagan raises to 40. Daryl calls. Taco folds. Looks like Billy folded.
Billy's only folding if he's sitting under 5% to win.
Yeah. Eric calls and Alex calls. Who picked up the ace
Eric.
queen for Eric?
Yeah, he picks up 2 pair. I see the nut club draw, redraw for Bo, but I don't see any king 10s.
No. Eric's got the only 10 on the board. Oh, Reagan does too, so king would chop it up. Reagan's got backdoor. Well, no, Daryl's got backdoor spades
Daryl's got backdoor diamonds.
and diamonds.
So all the nut backdoors are out there. Reagan leads out with $125. Daryl and Eric both make the call.
Fairly quickly.
Yeah, without even thinking about it. Turn card's a 5 of
5 of
spades.
spades.
Whoever was above Daryl on there had pocket 5s.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Maybe it was Bo. Bo had pocket 5s.
Bo.
If he saw the flop, he had pocket 5s. Reagan's going to come out firing. He's going to bet $300. That's 3/5 of the pot.
I don't know if Daryl probably calls here. Yep, he's going to call. I mean, top pair with nut flush draw, straight draw.
What I would love to have seen right there is a pot. Because that says I've got the spades and the king 10.
And I think he gets paid off if that happens because Reagan's got spades as well.
Ooh, because what that would look like right there is you're trying to prevent the person from getting to the spades.
Correct.
And you're setting with a nut draw. You don't know they have the third nut in their hand.
But I also don't know if Reagan puts it in with jack high spades at that point.
Right.
I mean,
and you've got Eric over here with the actual best hand right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's put in a tough spot. He's got a bet call in front of him of 300. He makes this call. There's $1,500 in the pot. Watch the river card come, a queen of spades, jack of spades. Well, the jack can't come, but queen of spades.
Queen of spades will be up. He lays it down.
He lays down the best of it.
He's going to hate that when
River card comes out of three of spades. He's going to love that. That's trouble for Reagan.
Yeah.
He's gonna bet this. Daryl's not gonna pot it because he didn't want to chase him off.
He bets 700.
So he bets right under half pot. 45%. There's 1,500 in the pot.
And look at Daryl. Daryl's Hollywooding. You're going to look at his hand again, make sure he's got the nuts. Trying to draw him in best he can. It's like, what can I do to get him to double that? I think he's waited too long to get any kind of call on a raise. So he raises the 2K.
Yeah.
And I think Reagan's smart enough. I really do. I think Reagan's good enough player. He's like, I smell something fishy. But is he gonna give Daryl credit for having that right there?
And Daryl is capable of making a bluff right here, and Reagan knows that. He could be playing. Reagan could be thinking Daryl's playing that reverse psychology on him, saying, "Hey, I've got it like I always do." So he could get paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a matter of does Reagan believe him?
Chris got him a nice little yawn in while he's waiting on the call.
I can only imagine running that tablet right there at that table. It's almost it's almost as bad as being in here all by yourself.
Right.
Looks like we've got Donnie Johnson. Thank you for watching, sir. Lori Webb, thank you for watching, ma'am. And we've got Nick Papillo. Hopefully we see you this next week, Nick. If you can make it down, it's going to be a pretty good series. So, like I say, we always look forward to seeing you. Looks like Daryl's going to pull this one in. Oh, they're still on that hand. Reagan's still thinking. It's $1,300 to call, or $1.3 thousand, as Charlie would say.
$1.3 thousand to make the call.
And Reagan has been in the tank for a pretty good amount now. I know he's having that internal struggle going, does this guy really?
So Daryl's MO is, if I'm betting, I've got it. And they know that. But he's so hardcore that sometimes they have to check him to make sure he has it. And every time somebody checks him, he's got it.
Daryl sucks.
Whatever.
Yeah.
If he sucks, then Reagan would have already made the fold.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's the hard part about this.
Well, I mean, the guy's been milking that foot now for 2 months. Oh, look
at this. He lets it go.
Good lay down.
Daryl doesn't show him. He's keeping that strategy going.
But you'll also notice Daryl doesn't show a whole lot of his cards. Yeah, I will say that he doesn't show very many hands.
I notice he shows quads, straight flushes, and unless it's a big pot, he won't show it. Which that was big enough. So Daryl's now vaulted all the way up in the lead. He's got $6.1 thousand.
And I'm not sure what he bought in for. Did he buy in for 5?
No, 4 was the max.
Well, we had 3 bought in for 5.
Okay.
So 5 was the max. We just we changed the max, I guess, at that table. I don't think anybody minded, but it showed 3 on the board at 5. Which may have been a slip because 15 to 5 makes more sense really than 15 to 4 at that point. So nice round number. But that may have been a table decision that all the guys talked about, or something of that nature. And it may have been 4, but the screen showed 5. So we can always find that out later. It's not that big a deal.
Reagan's steaming it, gonna pot it right up,
Yeah,
right out the get go.
I knew
Oh
I
no, he
should've-
just so he probably, I don't know if he straddled.
I don't know if he does either. He's under the gun, so
He could have straddled, but I don't know if he did. All these chips so nicely stacked.
oh, very much so. Yeah, they're all. By the end of the night, they won't be.
No. There'll be some mountains out there.
Jack Adams, thank you for watching. How's Florida? We got people watching all the way from Florida watching.
Welcome. Alex Portillo's gonna 3-bet it up to $80. Reagan makes the call. He's maybe a little frustrated, thinking that he possibly folded the best hand on the last one. So we got 3-way action going to the flop. It comes out 7 of diamonds, 4 of spades, queen of spades. Billy with his 5-3, the Charlie hand of spades. Looks like a really good hand right now. The 6-3 is not bad.
5-3.
5-3 is a beast. Alex is going to lead out with $150, trying to push Billy around. Billy says, "Not in my house," and raises it up to $500. So now it's $350 for Portillo to make the call.
And he doesn't realize he has the best hand right now.
Yeah, he's got the best hand right now. That 3-5-8 is a monster because a 6 gives him the 8 high straight.
If he would have had, if Alex has spades in his hand, he absolutely can make this call. But that puts him in a tough spot with just a naked queen with an ace kicker at that point, and you've got a gut shot straight draw for 500 is an awful lot of money to put in it.
Yeah, because your queen doesn't look good because for all he knows, Billy can have pocket 3s.
Correct.
And he's drawn dead to pocket 3s right now.
Pocket 3s?
Well, I mean pocket 4s. Sorry,
Pocket 4s, yeah, pocket 4s. You can threw me off there. I was like,
yeah,
pocket.
sorry. I was looking at both their hands and they both had a 3 in their hand.
Yeah, I understand. But you threw me. I'm like, what's pocket 3s doing for us? Oh, that's how it does. Nothing.
Right. So Billy's right up there with Daryl now at 6.1 thousand. Portillo's down to 4.7.
So if they only bought in for 4, both of them are up $2,000.
Yeah,
at this
both of
point.
them are up $2,000.
But I think we had the first 3, Billy, Daryl, and Big Taco, at
In
one
for
point
5.
were in for 5.
Okay,
I
so
think.
it was a 5K buy.
Yeah.
And just like that, we're on to the next hand. Action's on. Big Taco on the +1. Daryl must have straddled.
Mm-hmm. Billy calls. Ace King 10-7.
Pocket deuces just went in the muck. We can almost guarantee a deuce will come out on the flop
I
now.
say, don't they know deuces never loses? Well, Nick, we'd love to see you. Like I say, we'd love to see you for the series. I'm willing to bet that the series, the main event in 2 weeks, is going to be a monster. I mean, we have I believe it's, 125,000 guarantee.
125,000 guarantee. We've already got a ton of vouchers out for it. So,
But we're having 5-day ones, so there is no telling how big that pot's going to get. I think we exceed that, and maybe I'm wrong, but I think we double that. I really do. I think that in 5-day ones, I think it's gonna be big.
there's a good possibility. Also, our host hotel.
Bo turns a boat. We got a boat going. Boat alert.
Oh, too bad Billy doesn't have a 9 because that would have been some goodness.
That would have been.
Not goodness that he's losing money, but that would have been some action, and that's what we're looking for.
But yeah, I do. I really think that with 5-day ones, I think it's going to be. There's a real good chance it's the biggest prize pool we've ever had.
That's exciting. That's exciting to hear. I hope the players are going to enjoy it. We put a lot of work into getting the series together, and right now we're just sitting back and letting it do its own thing. So we've got our host hotel all set up. It is going to be the 4 points, and we'll have the information up on our website later. The phone number is area code 432-704-5303. And all you have to do is tell them Kojaks. They're regular $109 a night. They're giving us a $79.99 a night deal. So make sure you do take advantage of that with the 4 points.
4 points is
Yes.
giving us 79.
$79. They're giving us $30 off a night.
I got 3 empty bedrooms in my house for 60. For 65, I'll do your laundry while you're here.
Right,
I need the money.
Daryl's got $99.87. He's going to make the call of $40, sending 5 people to the flop. $250 in the pot. 8 of diamonds, 5 of diamonds, 3 of clubs. We've got not one person has diamonds in their hand for a flush draw. We've got some big hands though. Reagan's got the best of it. He's got an up and down draw. He's got 2, 4, 6, 9. Board is 5, 3, 8. He's going to lead out and bet the pot at 200. And Reagan came to play tonight. Look at that confidence. He makes the bet. He just turns around and grabs tip chips and says, thanks. He came to play tonight. I love it. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Billy's got the bottle of Crown back behind him. Solo cups flowing tonight.
Frankie's got Crown in his cup.
Oh, 100%.
No doubt. No doubt. Daryl's sipping a Diet Coke back there behind him.
No, he's got a red Solo cup.
A red, yeah, but I don't know.
Every once in a while, I don't think he will.
Yeah, in the
Every once in a while, he will.
20-something years I've known him, I don't know if I've ever seen Daryl maybe once or twice ever. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember a time, and I'm sure it's happened. But, yeah, he's a tea sipper. I like Billy's hand right here, and Billy's not here to play it.
Well, one of the cards got exposed. It looks like a 10, a red 10, which he's got 2 red 10s, so that's trouble.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Billy's
really
running back with a fresh cup of ice.
Oh, we're going to get to see him play it. Possibly.
So his hand is not going to read correctly
Oh, okay.
because Lindsay's one card exposed,
Uh-huh.
and so 110 is out of his hand. It looks like maybe a 10 of diamonds. Could be a 10 of hearts.
I see. Alex wakes up with pocket queens. I like Alex's hand right
And
here.
he 3-bets it on up. He's got the blockers for Billy's hand. Billy's got the blockers for Alex's hand. Bo makes the call with ace jack.
Bo almost beat him in the
8-4.
pot.
Double suited right there with the straight draws in there, Broadway and on down. Reagan makes the call with 9-8-7. Reagan's here to play tonight.
Well, but
Look at
Reagan.
Taco.
Mm-hmm.
Taco's got a hand.
Reagan really likes those runners like that. I mean, look at that 9-6 flops open-ended, flops top pair and open-ended.
Queens are leading it right now. Kings are leading it right now.
And what's funny is he's one of the in fourth as far as percentages go.
Yes, Alex Portillo's going to lead out with $250 drawing dead.
Drawing dead.
0%
Wow.
chance. Only way that happens is if Big Taco folds his hand. If Big Taco folds, then Alex's percentage is going to go way up. But
Correct.
as it stands at this point, he's setting. Oh,
Yeah.
Reagan. He came to play, ladies and
He
gentlemen.
did.
Raising up $1,000. Actions now on Portillo with a 33% chance because he folded.
He just saved Big Taco a whole bunch of money.
Yes. No, he just took a bunch of money from Big Taco.
Yeah, but but like I say, I don't think that the Taco knew the lead he had at this point.
Right. How would it be different playing poker if you could see these percentages? Because we saw he had a 0% chance. Do you think he would have bet with a 0% chance?
I think it would be. I wish there was a way we could do it because it would be fun not to see the hands, but just to see the percentages. And even though you don't know that you're in the lead at the time, it would change the game.
Yes.
It would be pretty wild.
That's crazy. That may be a fun game that we can develop because when Portillo made that $250 bet, he was 0% to win.
0%.
Because of Frankie's Kings. All the other queens are gone.
Because there are actually gamblers out there that would put money in the middle at a 0%. Without a doubt. Some of these degenerates would do it if they were negative.
Yes.
But we'd have to develop it to where only the player could see their percentages. You know,
Yes.
the rest of the table, that would be humorous. It would just kill every bit of action there ever was. Oh, that's a big pour, Billy. Billy's got him a big pour going on there. What's a double pour? Here comes Alex again. 7-7 Jack 8. Oh, Billy made that cut for Jeremy. For Alex. Billy's not dumb. This provide all the alcohol. Don't know what Bo has yet. Reagan has nothing. Daryl calls with ace, queen, jack, 4. Big Taco's absolutely calling with 9, 10, queen, jack. I actually like his hand. It's not quite the favorite, but it's right there with it. Billy 3-bets it to 100. This is where the percentage would be funny because Billy would never do that if he was only a 12%er. So I think it would kill the action. The more I think about it, because Billy just put it in fourth again. Flop comes 6, 9, 7 with 2 clubs. Daryl picks up club draw. Billy flops the straight. Anybody else flop a straight? I don't see another straight out there. But Billy's got 10-8 in his hand. And I think Billy's fixing to powder it. He sure did. He just bets 500 at the pot. I stand corrected. Big Taco just bet 500 at the pot. At an 8% chance.
Man, if they knew these percent chances, that would put a whole new perspective on it just that quick, didn't it?
Oh, I think it would kill the game for sure. Adrian, thank you for watching. And yes, tonight is strictly PLO. So Alex is thinking about it with a set of 7s. That's a pretty tough board with just a set of 7s. No color in your hand, no straight in your hand.
Right.
He is open ended, but I think he already knows he's got to know he's behind at this point. He's pulling out chips though. And actually, right now, he is the favorite at 38%. So he makes the call. Bo goes away. I think Daryl folds the club draw. 9 on the turn. And Alex is 81% to win this thing. He's got a boat. 7's full of 9s. The old Big Taco has a 9 in his hand. Oh, this could get ugly. We're fixing to have a big one. I see this one getting fairly large.
Now, there's already $2,000 in the pot.
Yeah, and he just shoved. He just bet 2K. He just bet the pot, and Frankie beats him in the middle. If this board pairs, Alex is going to be sick. If he picks up one of his,
Well, the board can't pair. It has
one of the big cards is what I
Yeah,
mean.
it has to pair one of his, and Frankie's dead now. Frankie had the hearts and the 9s. Portillo, he goes check, check. Cards come up, and just like that, Portillo pulls in a $6,000 pot.
And Frankie's sick.
Oh man, Frankie had every single out on the board: an 8, a heart,
Basil, thank you for watching, sir.
a 9, a 10. That was incredible. He dodged every single bullet, Alex did, and Frankie missed the world.
Well, like I say, the hearts wouldn't have helped Frankie. It might have cost Frankie even more money. Yeah, if that's the 4 of hearts on the river, even though the board's paired and Frankie's holding a 9, I think that if a heart comes, that could have actually hurt Frankie. But yeah, I think Alex bought in for 3. I believe that's right. I think Alex bought in for 3. So right now he's the big winner on the night, up 4,700.
Man, and look how quick he got all those chips stacked up. He wasted no time.
I think they shoved them out in stacks. They didn't.
Oh,
pile them
okay.
up.
I was like,
Who is our new dealer?
Okay, so this is Mr. Joe. Mr. Joe is from TJ, Mexico, Tijuana.
Tijuana.
Yeah, Tijuana. Mr. Bart Sanson brought him to us, recommended him, and look at this. He can deal left or right-handed. He's
Well,
dealing left-handed here. I was watching him earlier. He was dealing right-handed. I went by and he was dealing left-handed. I was like, hey. And he goes, sometimes it just enters my mind and I just go with that hand. He said, I can do it either way.
Well, that's handy.
So it's always fun to have new dealers in the house. Look at this.
Mr. Pocket
Clark.
aces with your hand.
Oh, pocket aces.
That's got to be the winner. It's got pocket aces and 5-3.
Look at this. He understands how weak aces are.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's not even double suited.
But he doesn't know how strong 5-3 of diamonds is.
Well, he knew that Bo was going to pick up 5-3 also.
Look at all the 3s and 5s that are gone.
3s are dead.
5s are dead. Bo has pocket 5s.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love it. Daryl looking down at 99. So once again at Kojak's, we have that scenario where if you pot it and raise it to $30, you're going to get 17 callers from table 2, 5 callers from table 3, and then of course the 7 callers you have from your own table.
Absolutely.
So this is Mr. Joe's first time on this table. Billy says, no more. He's going to 3-bet it to $230.
There you go.
Look at this smooth call. Look at that smooth call with the aces.
But look at that. He's less than 1%.
Because all the 5s and 3s are gone. He's dead to the aces.
Yeah.
The aces are gone. Big Taco and Billy both hold one. Holy crap.
He might have the best hand right now, pre-flop. Oh, there's percentages are moving up, but
Yeah, because someone folded.
he's
Oh my gosh. So we're sitting here with a pot with 1.4 thousand. Look at that left-handed.
I saw that. Jack 6-8 of clubs. Bo, look at Bo.
Bo's got the nuts. He's the only one with clubs in his hand.
He doesn't know that.
Yes,
but-
he does. Look at this. He says it's my pot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bet $350
into a $1,500 pot.
I love it. Joe's getting his first look at. I told him, be ready for Kojak's action, especially on the table back there. And he goes, "Oh, it can't be like that. It can't be what you're describing to me." And he's getting his first glimpse of it right here. Showing off them aces.
Look at that.
Oh,
Everybody folds. Nice hand, Bo. Bo picks up 1,200.
did you see Bo throw his hand up in the air? He's like, "Come on, guys! I thought we came to play."
Yeah.
So he picks up $1.2 thousand. He's now up to $3.6K. Portillo looking nice with 7.5 sitting in front of him.
What Bo didn't want to see is somebody come over the top of it.
Right, that would have been a tough one.
That's why he bet the 350. I mean, that makes perfect sense.
Yes.
He's
If
risking.
somebody comes over the top,
Lay it
I can
down.
fold it.
Yeah, lay it down.
So once
So that
again,
was
yeah, go ahead.
That was a really good bet by Bo because it was an information bet. It wasn't
Yes.
I've got the stone cold nuts here.
It's
You know.
I've got at least 10 high flush draw guys. Come
Right.
get it.
Right.
So as we're going out with the deal, just want to run over our series. Starts next Tuesday, April 6th. We've got a PLO high. Wednesday, April the 7th, we've got the ever infamous 6 max no limit hold'em. Thursday, April 8th, we've got our $460 round of each no limit hold'em and PLO high. Friday and Saturday, we've got 4 day ones into our Texas Stack event. $510 entry will get you 50,000 chips.
That may hit over 100,000 right there.
Oh, that one's guaranteed with 4 day ones. We've always had 3 day ones with that.
Yes.
So we're guaranteeing 40K on that.
Okay.
Sunday, I think it's 40K. Let me double check that. Don't hold me to it. Sunday, we've got day 2 for the Texas Stack, and we've got our famous tag team event. We'll cover the next week and on our next deal.
I like Billy's hand.
So we've got raised to 50.
Uh-oh. He's down to 1%. I don't like Billy's hand anymore.
No, Jeremy flops the nuts.
The stone cold. Yep. And he checks it. Says, come get it, boys.
Billy says, I'll bet it for you at 1%.
Yeah. I'll bet 100 right here. And Billy will be done betting at this point.
Yes.
Billy knows exactly what that $100 means. Jeremy's in a spot where he's not going to make any more money, I don't think. I mean, Billy would have to make a liar out of me, but I don't see that happening. Jeremy needs to check it right here and hope Billy bets again, but it's probably going to go check. He's fixing to lose Billy. He bets 300. Billy says bye.
Billy's cards were in the muck pile before the 300 got out there. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was absolutely, his best play right there would have been to check it again.
So I would say Jeremy's the new guy at the table.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean, not new to the club. He plays poker in here all the time, but he's new playing with these guys. He's always asking for the higher limit PLO games. And he got on the list tonight, and he's new to the table, so they don't know his action. We've got a sleeper 40 out there. Billy's sleeping 40 from downtown.
I will say it hasn't slowed them down. They put him in some really bad positions already, where really bad spots. Where even though he was in the lead, they put a lot of pressure on him right off the bat, and he really had to scratch his head.
Yes.
To see if he could. And he's made some in that moment good laydowns.
That's one thing that I've seen with him on the 5 on the button PLO round of each tables. He makes good plays.
But it's kind of like this though, because I believe he loses 1,000 in probably the first lap and a half, give or take. And it's almost like getting into a fight and letting the guy punch you in the nose first.
Just
and
to see what he has.
Yeah, and so because he did come back up a little bit. I think he bought it for 3, so he's only down 200
And
now.
he's got a playable hand right here.
He does.
Ace nut flush draw with a pair of queens in his hand. He's got the best hand at the table.
He does. I like Bo's hand out of everybody's up there. I like anything that runs 4 cards that run together in position. But Bo's under the gun, so he's out of position with that hand. But in position, those hands play well against any big pair.
Well, Bo's actually +1 because Portillo straddles.
Okay,
So it's gonna read right there until we can get the straddle correct.
Well, even though, but that's still a bad spot,
Yes.
It's
1, 2, 3 positions are
but
bad.
Bo's hand plays well against big pocket pair.
Look at this. Bo even knows it.
Yeah.
He's gonna raise it up to $110. So what's that Score Baseball used to say? Bo knows.
Bo knows.
He knows he's got a good.
Jeremy
pre-flop.
raised it to 130 when it got back to him.
Look at this. Bo flop. Bo flops almost all of it. He flops open ended and a gutter ball.
And a gutter. Any diamonds on the board? Oh, Jeremy's got a set of queens and nut flush draw.
Oh, this hand may get nasty.
Eric's open ended.
Because Jeremy's on the button, isn't he?
Oh, and Big
So that
Taco.
put Bo's first. Bo bets the pot. 650.
Wow. Big Taco's got top pair with.
Littler diamonds and the straight draw. Open ended straight draw. He's going to make the call to the 650. This is where Jeremy's either going to pot it or he's just going to call it.
Jeremy's stack needs to go in the middle right now. It really does. I mean, he's just a monster in this pot.
Well, it doesn't even have to go in the middle. He's setting 73% to win this.
Right, but it really does. I mean, because you want to get rid of those.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't come diamonds and the board doesn't pair, I mean, Bo could absolutely catch.
All in.
Yeah, he's got to put it in the middle right there. He has to make Bo's draw. Looks like
look
Bo
at this.
called.
Bo can't even wait to call.
Wow, Bo doesn't realize how far behind he is. Big Taco's like, I just threw away $650.
I think Big Taco's going to make the call too.
I think so. Yeah, you're right. If you've got that much money in the middle,
It's 2.1 thousand to make the call.
yeah, 2.7 thousand to make the call.
No, they've already got 650 in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
$2,050.
And Bo almost beats him in the pot.
They're still counting his chips in, and Bo's got the call. Mm-hmm. Holy cow!
With and Bo doesn't even know how bad a shape he's in percentage wise.
No,
2 cards to come. I mean, that's.
Bo makes the $2,050 call.
I don't know what Big Taco does here.
Bo had to add a little extra to it. Big Taco's making the. Oh my gosh!
Biggest pot of the night. Pot alert. Pot alert.
We've got almost almost an $8,000 pot now.
Yeah, and Taco is.
Taco's all in for
And he has-
$1,600 more.
He has no way to win. All he can do is chop.
Is he ahead of Bo on the outside? Because that's where we're sitting now. There's a nut
Yahtzee.
flush.
Oh, Jeremy just picks up a $7,000 pot.
No, well, we got an outside pot going for Bo and Frankie.
Right, but Bo, I mean, like I say, but yeah, but it doesn't matter what they've got. He's got the check mark. It's over.
Yes.
Wow.
Bo folded. Bo folded to Frankie's all in.
No, but Frankie didn't have him covered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Frankie didn't have him
Because
covered.
it only shows them two in there.
Yeah. Now Jeremy has 7,600 in front of him. What a monster.
You can tell Joe, the new dealer, has experience because look at all the stacks that he pushed to him whole.
Mm-hmm.
He pushed everything that he pushed out here stacked. He pushed
Yep.
all of those back to him whole.
Well, that was definitely the biggest hand of the night. Wow.
Man, just like that, Jeremy's in the lead. He's vaulted ahead of Portillo. Man, that was a brutal hand. You know, we get just to clarify this while everybody's here. We get so excited when those hands are going there, but we're not rooting for anybody
No.
to lose. We're not cheering for anybody to win. We just get excited because as a viewer, I like to watch the big action pots.
And if you've sat in here and called this table when we've had a table full of rocks and it's literally fold, fold, fold for 3 hours. By the time it's over, you want to literally take your head and just slam it in a closet door 10 or 12 times. It's so ugh.
Here's one of those times where it's a raise to $50.
Everybody calls.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
No kidding. I mean, it's $280 in the middle right now, and it's just growing 320, 400. I mean,
Reagan folded. So we've got we got 4 cards in the muck. We've got 8 players going $400 in the pot. Flop comes out queen, three. Daryl says, "I got it."
Thank you.
That's like taking batting practice, and they're hitting with a fungo.
Oh.
And they're making you chase it down, and then all of a sudden the coach just hits 1, 2, you don't have to move. That's what just happened to Daryl.
How gross would this be if spades hit?
Oh, how gross would that be if a 6 came on the turn?
Oh, absolutely. That would be a 6 or there's only one 6.
Look at this. Yeah, look at this. Pocket 6s down there. Oh, there's no 6s. Never mind. 6
No,
can't count.
6s are gone. Yeah. Does the 10 help anybody? That does not help. That doesn't help anybody.
No. Daryl's sitting at 69% to win the pot. The 5 of clubs gives him 100% to win the pot. And he's going to bet it. He's not going to get a caller. He bets $250. There's not going to be one caller out there.
Yeah, there's nobody calling that.
Oh my goodness. Bo's steaming from the last one, and he was just waiting on his turn to fold. He was saying he couldn't see if Alex had cards because of the way his hand was. Holy cow. Bo is now the short stack at the table.
Very much so. I don't know what he bought it for. I think he bought it for 2, maybe. I'm not sure. He might have bought it for 3, but I think he just bought it for 2. So he bought it for 3.
Jeremy's going to be our big winner right now, sitting $3,570 up. Daryl's right behind him at $1,200. Sorry, I mixed Alex Portillo. Alex Portillo's our big winner at $41.75.
41.
Jeremy's right behind him, and then Daryl's right behind him. Wow.
Wow.
Action tonight. Welcome to Kojak's Poker Club.
Reagan, here we go. Here's Reagan under the guy. Reagan straddles.
Yes, Reagan straddles, and Reagan's going to pot it.
Absolutely. After he gets 7 callers.
Yeah, right? I'm gonna head out there. We've got 6 people on the list. I'm gonna look and see.
Okay.
I think we need to open up another table. I'm gonna make sure we got it going. I'll be back.
Okay. So Billy's going to 3-bet it to 70. Corey calls the 70. Alex is going to call the 70, I believe, right here. Yeah, Alex calls. I think Bo might call the 60. I'm not real sure. Yeah, it looks like he's going to call the 60. So flop comes 7, Jack, 5. Corey flops a set of jacks. Alex picks up open-ended. That looks like that's about it for the big hands. Looks like Corey makes a... Billy makes a 350. Looks like Corey bets the pot. I don't think anybody can call here. I don't know if Alex is going to call right here or not, being open-ended. It's gambling at this point, that's for sure. You are correct, Basil. Poker is so sick. We've had some sick ones already, that's for sure. It's a good bet by Corey. I mean, it's protecting his jacks for sure. It's really putting the other players in a pretty tough spot, but he knows right now he has the best hand without a doubt. Um, he certainly doesn't want to see any kind of. He doesn't want to see any open enders, try to draw at him. So I mean, I like his bet. It's just a matter of does Alex feel like gambling? I mean, he's up so much right now. He may want to gamble a little bit. He typically doesn't gamble too terribly much, but he might be in the mood tonight. Well, I guess we'll see what he does. He's certainly going into the tank for a minute. Looks like he's counting out the call, but nah, it looks like he's going to lay it down. He's struggling over this call. I think he genuinely is. At first, I thought he might have been Hollywood a little bit. Yeah, he lays it down. Bo folds. Reagan's going to fold. Billy's going to lay it down. Yeah, Corey's going to drag this pot. And that's the way to protect his hand. I mean, there were a lot of draws out there that could get him in a bind in a hurry. He likes his little scooter. Yes, he does, Basil. We keep saying if he'd bring it in here, we could motorize it for him and he could just zip around everywhere. Folks, I'm going to let it play for just a second. I've got to run up front real fast. I've actually got to go to the little boys' room. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, folks. Sorry about that. So, just kind of looking at the hands to see where we're at. 6, 7, ace with 2 clubs hit the board. It's looking like Daryl with king high clubs. Corey flops a set of 6s. And I can't tell what he did there. Corey makes 6s full of aces. With nobody else having an ace, I think he's probably in pretty good shape to win it. And Corey's going to take it down with his sixes full. Sorry, I had somebody walk in the booth here, so I muted it for just a second. So it looks like Big Taco has reloaded. There's been a lot of money passed around this table tonight. It's been already, and we're only about an hour and a half into it. These guys definitely came to play. It's like I said earlier, it's so much better when you're calling a game that there's action. So I like seeing that we're getting some action. And like Charlie said, again, to reiterate that, we're not cheering or for or against anyone either way. It makes it so much better to call. And I think the viewers enjoy watching the bigger hands. Big Taco raises up, though, with ace, queen, jack, deuce. All clubs. And here comes the 7 callers, as usual, just like it is at Kojak's Poker. Yep, there it is. He had 6 callers, 7 callers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7 callers. Raised to 30. Everybody comes along. 5, jack, 5. Looks like Billy picks up trip 5s with an ace kicker. Anybody have a spade draw? Corey has a little spade draw. He folds. Billy bets 240. Yeah, I think Corey was the only one that could have made that call right there with his little spade draw. And like I said, I think he lays it down. And Taco lays his down as well. Thank you, ma'am. Miss Heather brought me some water in here. I do appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Looks like Billy straddles. Don't know Billy's cards yet, but we'll see them here shortly. Billy with 9977. Eric calls with Queen Jack Jack 10. Jeremy calls with Pocket Kings. I think Reagan raises. Yep, Reagan raises with Ace 8 8 3. Daryl folds. Big Taco comes right along with Ace King 6 5. Actually, I could say even though it's not the favorite, but I have this thing for little connectors like that, and then of course Ace King suited. You just don't know what's coming on the flop. But like I say, it's not necessarily the smartest play. But Miss Carrie, thank you for watching. We're glad you're watching with us. And before I forget, I want to wish everybody out there a happy Easter tomorrow. Hope everybody has a blessed day when it's all said and done. Flop comes 7-5 queen. Billy flops a set of 7s. No flush draws in the works. I think everybody checked around. So here comes the turn. Oh. This could be ugly for Eric. He's got trip queens. He's counting out some betting chips. Looks like he's going to bet about half the pot there. Yep, just under 3. He bets 300. Reagan should fold here. I see Reagan. Yeah, Reagan's folding. Taco's folding. I don't see him staying along. Billy's going to try to string him along. He might put in a little raise, but I think he just smooths him right there. Nope, Billy did raise to 1,700. I think Eric probably lays this down. I'm just not. He's certainly going through all the motions, but I think, and I know he's having to really think about it. I just, yeah, like I say, I don't know if he can put it all in the middle right there. I really don't. I really just don't see him doing that. Yeah, he's gonna lay it down. He's showing him what he had. It looks like he showed him a pair of jacks. And yeah, he folded. Like I said, that's with nothing else but a naked queen and a jack kicker. You almost have to lay that down. The scary part is sometimes Billy has it and sometimes he's just banging at you. So trying to figure out where he's at is a difficult task at times. Never saw Corey's cards, so we don't know what those are. Here we go. Corey had ace 10 5 3. Eric has pocket aces, just smooth calls the 10. Double suited though, so that makes him a little stronger. Reagan has pocket queens, raises to 50. Seems to be a theme tonight. The guy that has the smallest percentage is the one out there doing the raising. And here comes the flop. Everybody called around. Flop comes 8 6 9. Just trying to see who's in the lead here. That's why I hadn't said anything. The ace has laid it down, so it puts Big Taco as the favorite. And I think he's got the best hand to boot. Oh, Eric's going to be sick with that one. That one's going to make it. The jack comes on the river to give Bo 2 pair. And Billy will lay this one down. Bo picks up 550 just like that. Looks like we've got Crystal in the box now. I think Eric probably folds 10-9. Oh, he's going to make a liar. I hope he does. Yep. Okay. I figured he probably fold that hand. That's not a very good starter. Jeremy calls the 10. Looks like Alex called the 10 as well. Jeremy has a good hand with pocket queens 10-4. Alex called with queen 6-5-3. Bo calls. Daryl raises to 60 with pocket aces and the ace 9 of hearts in his hand. Big Taco calls to 60. Looks like Billy raised it. He 3-bets it to 225. Corey folds. Jeremy folds. Alex calls, and I think probably Big Taco calls here. Oh, Daryl calls. There we go. I thought we lost Daryl there for a second, but yeah, Daryl calls. Flop comes 7-5-9 with 2 diamonds on the board. Big Taco bets 930 right there. Bets the pot. I don't know if Jeremy lays this down or not. That's a big bet. With just a flush draw, if you look at that board, I mean 6-8, you flop it right there, and you don't have nut diamonds. Yep, Big Taco wins $700 pot. That was a really nice bet by Frankie right there. You can see the aggression pre-flop raise. Billy's the winner in that category tonight. It looks like Jeremy straddled. I cannot tell if Jeremy straddled or not. It looks like he might have. Alex calls. Bo calls. Reagan raises to 100. Like I said, Reagan likes those kind of hands right there. They tend to play pretty well against big hands. And Alex lays his down. I'm sorry, Jeremy lays his down. So everybody called. Flop comes 4-3-7 with 2 clubs on the board. I'm trying to see if anybody. Oh, forward comes 3-10-7. That changes things. Jack on the turn. So Alex has Jack high, flush draw, and 2 pair. Bo calls with an up and down draw. Eric started open-ended. Eric's going to make the call. He does have the scare card if a club comes. Deuce on the river. Hey, the Crusher's back in here. Alex gets the check mark with 2 pair. How's your evening going, Crusher?
Oh, great. That's fabulous.
Well, it looks like you got you some chicken strips, so it ought to make your night a little better.
I'm in a hangry mood.
You're in a hangry mood?
I could tell. I was like, oh, I need food. Before I throw a chip at player.
Here, eat a Snickers bar. You turn into a diva.
Mm-hmm. This is Karen.
Oh, we have a Karen tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well.
They've pulled all my nicknames out on that table already.
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
Alex is up to $8,000 tonight. Him and Jeremy, I think, are the top 2 winners so far. So it looks like, yep, Alex straddled. So Bo will be first to act. Bo looks down at Queen, 8-3. Double suited, or no, not double suited, just the Queen 3 of clubs. He calls the 20. Reagan folds. Daryl probably folds that hand. Yeah, Daryl folds. Big Taco's going to call the 20. Yep. Billy's going to raise, if I'm guessing. Yep. Billy's raising her up. Corey looks down at King, Jack. What do you do here, Corey? He just smooths it. I like Eric's hand, but he's going to fold it in with Ace Jack of clubs, Deuce 3 of diamonds. Jeremy calls the 100. Big Taco calls the 90. So even a $110 pot, you still get 5 callers out of it. Flop comes Jack, 4, Ace, all hearts. Alex doesn't realize it, but he has the wiener right now. He bets 300. Bo raises to 1,600. Oh, that's a big mistake right there, but that's a lot of pressure on Alex. So that may have been a bet to see if his 10 high flush was good. Ooh. Corey has a set of jacks. He's actually contemplating a call here. That's a scary call. I mean, you're now you're boat hunting at this point. And if you look at it, he's still at 22%. So I mean, he's a 4-to-1 dog, but at least he has a fighting chance. Those other 2 have zeros next to their name. Yeah, he folds. And it's up to Alex to make this call. It's a really good bet by Bo, and you'll see Bo's ears turn red if Alex makes this call right here.
I already picked it up.
I really do like this bet from Bo. I mean, he puts a lot of heat on the fact that he has the Queen of Hearts in his hand. He's saying, "Do you have it? You know, I've got it, bud. Go ahead and take your chances against me." But if Alec gets in one of those whatever modes, for lack of better terms, whatever, and just flips it out there and makes a call, you're going to see Bo's ears turn red. And from personal experience, I know exactly how he feels when you bluff somebody that's got a way better hand than you on the live stream. Because Rudy has done nothing but let me hear about it for 2 weeks now.
You and me both.
Everybody is. It's possible. Everybody has a head off moment every once in a while.
Yeah, you do that a lot though.
Huh?
You do that a lot though.
No, not really.
I don't know, I need this hand to be over because I need to drink.
But that particular moment, I just got a little sticky. A little too sticky. Against Miss Debbie, and I knew better. This has really got Alex thinking. But I caught something earlier. Bo was looking over to his right, looking at Alex, and Bo may have picked up a tail. Even with the mask on, Bo may have picked up a tail. Yep, Alex folded it. And Bo showed him the bluff. Wow. That'll pay dividends down the road. Bo's going, I had a pair of queens. But I had a pair of queens.
Look at them in that corner laughing.
Mm-hmm. Reagan's like,
Daryl
oh,
and
no.
Reagan were cracking up.
Frankie's going, dog, what'd you just do?
I'm going to grab a soda. Would you like anything?
Diet Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Really good bet by Bo. Like I say, that was one of those that he didn't show it, but he was thinking, please don't call me here. Please don't call me. And then to show it, he's just chumming the water for later. That's all he's doing. Because the whole table just saw that he just put it in there with not even the nut flush. It was if he had it, he just had the queen in his hand, a naked queen. So it looks like Billy raises to Big Taco raises to 30. Big Taco raises to 30. Billy calls a 30. Alex calls. Looks like Daryl called. Yep, flop comes queen, or 9 queen 4 with 2 hearts. Who has the hearts? Looks like Big Taco has the hearts. And the open-ended straight. Draw. Rudy did?
We was just talking about him.
His ears must have been burning.
I'm telling you. I looked over, I was like, hey.
Hey, run out there and get Rudy. Tell him to come here.
I have to wait for him to be over.
No, you don't. It's over. This one's about done. There we go. An ace. Who's got an ace? Daryl picks up 2 pair. He's going to check it. Big Taco's going to fire at it. Big Taco fires, looks like pot-sized bet. Best I can tell.
What does he have? Oh, I see it now. Okay.
He bet 600. Oh, wow. Alex has 2 pair. And does not realize he only has an 8% chance of winning this hand. Daryl makes the call, and nope, Daryl folds, and Big Taco picks up a winner. Very well played, Taco. So if you look right over Reagan's corner, like I said, Reagan's shoulder there, you'll see Rudy on the wall there. He just walked in the club. I'm trying to get him to come back here so we can get his expert opinion. And whether it's expert or not, he'll definitely give it to us. Yep, Rudy's walking in right now. Like I say, whether it's an expert opinion or not, he's going to give us the opinion whether we like it or not. And so, did you come up here to get in the live feed, or you just try to hawk the 5 on the button tables.
No, I don't play 5 on the button. You know that.
Yeah, but some of these 5 on the buttons are big tonight. There's a lot of money out there.
But there's not a guy that's there that's willing to bluff off 3,000 or 4,000 chips or dollars. Actually, real money.
That's what he's talking about. Yes, I've said for 2 weeks I've had to hear this. And Bo just made the same type of bluff and got it through. Absolutely got it.
He has a lot more. When you get felted every week because you bluff off your money, people tend to
Told y'all
call.
it happened a lot.
I'm telling you right now, Chris, I can make you rich, man. I can make you rich. Stop bluffing, and people will call you.
I make one bluff in a year and get looked up by somebody with the nuts, and this is what happens to me.
Oh, I saw you ship it in with third nut full once.
Third nut full?
Third, it was ace 4-4. You had ace 4. A 10 came on the turn.
Oh,
Jack
that was
came on the river.
I dealt that hand.
Yes.
You know, there was aces that beat you, aces full, which is what Alex Cruz had. Tens full or jacks full. So yeah, you had the worst full.
And we
there.
were down to a 3-handed night.
No, it was not 3-handed.
4-handed.
We were 6.
It was not 6-handed. We were down to a 4-handed night.
All right, let's talk about the live stream.
Yeah, talk about the live stream.
All
I don't
right.
care about how bad I play.
Okay.
It looks like Billy flops a set of deuces.
Not strong in PLO though.
No.
Not strong in PLO. I would actually like Corey's hand if he didn't have all the clubs.
Right.
You know.
It looks like they checked it anyway, all the way down.
No, I don't know. I think everybody's excited about next week.
I think everybody's getting fired up. I really do.
Yeah.
And what is because we've got 4 day ones in the Texas stack now, even though we're guaranteeing 40, how big do you think that's going to get with an extra day one added to that? You think we hit 70?
I think we could. I think we could.
I think our main event doubles. I think we hit 250 pretty easy with 5 day ones in it.
I mean, the Texas stack is always my favorite tournament, only because I final tabled the last 3. So, I mean,
It makes a difference. No, it does.
And the main event is my toughest tournament. I mean, I have, I think I'm at 50-50 right now going to day 2, and I'm always the first one out. So.
It seems like in the main, and you know, we've both made day 2s in that tournament. It seems like though that there have been times in some of these mains I've had to win first, second, and third in the main to break even, trying to get through the day 1s to get there.
Yeah.
You know, it just, and you get to a point where you're like, I'm gonna get there. I don't care if it bankrupts me.
Unfortunately, I said that one time, and I bought into the main 7 times.
What is the most you've ever bought into a tournament ever?
Well, when we did the Hope charity tournament.
Not counting that, because that was a wonderful thing. I'm talking about where you're determined.
It was that one.
It was the main.
It was the main. It was the tournament that I ran so good in. I think I final table 6 of the
8, wasn't it?
right, but it was the first 6 tournaments I cashed in all 6. I won 2. I had 2 first place, 2 second place, and a third and a 5th.
Wow.
And the high roller, I got busted on the bubble. Well, no, not the bubble. I think it was 11th
Yeah.
in the high roller. And then I was so determined that I was going to cash in the main that I bought in 10 times. And I bubbled day 1 twice.
Yep.
I was so bummed. I mean, it's like,
It's like he got kicked in his gut checked.
and it's so tough, though.
We've got an interesting hand going here. Look at, we've got aces, kings. Aces are gone, so Corey's aces are in bad shape. Kings are gone.
Kings are gone.
There are 2 queens left in the deck. I think Billy's hand is going to win it. Just looking at that board. Actually, Billy's a 47% favorite to win it pre-flop.
I like, I don't know, I like ace, king, queen.
I like that hand. But if you look at ace, king, queen up there, 0% chance. Big Taco's fixing to lose a ton.
No, it's 0% chance right now. But
It'll
where's the
change
flop?
a little.
Where's the flop?
Right. Well, we
You
just
know?
said we have a raise to 780. Alex puts 780 out there.
What does Alex have?
I'm sorry, Corey puts 910 out there. Alex has got to call the 780. And he makes he made the call.
Ew.
Bo makes the right fold.
Reagan lays that down. That's a no-brainer.
See, actually, I don't know.
I mean, we can see the percentages, but like I say, I think Reagan lays that down. Yeah.
How's Reagan doing tonight?
He's doing okay. I mean, he's playing okay.
Okay, you're saying that your daughter's doing.
Well, I'm
the
seeing the numbers. I mean, I know the number up, down, indifferent, and he's not running ice cold, but he's not running hot either. He's just kind of in the middle tonight.
Very lukewarm.
Yeah. Of course, Big Taco calls a 780. Still at 0%.
He's got kings.
I think Billy may make this call. I don't know. I mean, no, he's not going to. He's pulling away folding chip. He's going to fold them. Yep.
All right.
So we're to the flop.
You got aces versus kings, right?
Yeah. And
King
so,
versus king.
so
versus
Corey becomes a 71% favorite, and Taco still has. They need a queen. 3 Jack 7 comes on the flop. 2 spades.
What did Billy have?
Billy had 7, 8, 9, 5.
All right, Billy's got.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 5. Yeah, I mean that's flop's 2 pair right there. But Corey is now 92% to win this
No,
thing.
if Frankie has a shot, he has the ace of hearts strike to bluff it.
Frankie just bet 3,100 at this pot.
That's a good play right there. The only thing is you need to do it when the heart comes.
If you don't have 9, 10, you can't make this call.
And but he's got the blocker with the nut heart,
Correct.
so that's a good bet by him.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing: we all know Frankie actually thinks he's good with kings.
Correct. And if Corey folds this right here, which he did, now we're at a coin toss to see what comes. No, Alex folds, so Frankie picks up. Nice bet by Frankie, even though Frankie thought he was good with his kings.
It's good to have that dry ace.
Absolutely. Yeah, it picks up a $6,300 pot and plus 2,200 right there, or as Charlie would say, 2.2 thousand.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know it doesn't.
If my wife is listening, I told you I was coming to Kojak's.
Oh wow. Oh, Denny Sneed, thank you for watching, sir. And yes, it is live. Whoever's at, yes, this is live, but it does have a 30-minute delay. So I'm seeing it in the booth live. Y'all are seeing anything I say or what they do 30 minutes later. That's just to make sure there's nothing fishy going on ever.
Yeah, I really think right now you have Billy, you have Corey, you have Reagan, and Daryl at this table playing probably the best poker they've played in a while. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're Reagan has been running not so good, but yet he still finds a way at the end of the night to win money. I mean, he had just the other night in the cash game he had set over set and still, he lost big piles, but ended up still being a winner for the night. He's just playing really, really good. Billy's on fire. I think Billy's due for a huge run in this tournament. Corey wants to prove that he's, he can fit with us big boys.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. Lindsay Carter wants to be mentioned, so thank you for watching.
No, there was people commenting saying tell little Carter hi.
Oh, okay.
And that was about me, so
okay.
I was responding to my people.
So flop comes Jack 5-3.
Give me that 6-4 right there. 6-4.
Yeah.
6-4, 8, 9. I like that a lot.
10-4 of clubs.
Yeah, you can't really think a 10 high flush draw is good.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Jack on the turn, that kills all the action right there.
Yeah, Jack 3 makes it a boat.
For Daryl.
And Billy bets into him. And I think at this point Billy knows that his 225 is no good. He knows. I just threw off $225.
No, I think Billy, Billy when he knows he has that gear in him to go ahead and put that bet in. He doesn't like to fold.
Yeah. So if you look right above Bo's head, you'll see Rudy hanging on the wall back there.
Oh man, yeah.
Yep. That is not a shine off of Bo's bald spot. That's actually another bald man standing on the wall back there. That is Rudy right behind him.
Did they go check?
Yeah, they checked it around.
Yeah.
And Daryl took it down. Picks up a $1,200 pot plus $830. Yeah, and Charlie and I were talking about earlier. I think it's time. Daryl needs to put milk in the foot. He's been milking that ankle for 2 months now. trying to get some sympathy chips put in his lap.
Well, I can tell you, I hope Daryl's foot is healed for the tournament. We do have I do bet. He thinks he's going to finish on the top 10 in the series points, and I put 10 people that I thought were going to beat him, and Daryl's one of them.
Yeah. No, Daryl will be here for the series. I joke about that. Daryl actually had a pretty traumatic injury to his ankle and has screws and pins and all kinds of stuff. He had an accident on a ladder, fell off of it, and literally shattered his ankle. All of his weight came down on that ankle and crushed it.
I'll tell you this though, if Daryl's in a hand with me and I'm sitting by him, and I think he's going to make a terrible call, which would be a call that could beat me, I'm just going to kick him in the foot.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's always you got to distract him somehow every once in a while. What we got going on here? Looks like Reagan raises to 50.
Looks like people pulling out money.
Yeah. Are they paying for supper or alcohol at this point?
Or time.
Or time. Could be any of the above.
Yeah, it looks like $80. That's for time.
Yeah. Billy 3-bets to 100.
Double
And
suited.
3 callers. Flop comes 8 jack.
He's flopped 2 pair, top 2.
Well, it changed. It's 3
Right.
8.
What?
What happens when you see that on the board? Typically, it is there we go, 8 jack 8. But typically, one of the burn cards is going to be thrown back across that reader.
So this could be interesting. You got Reagan with open ender, 9, 10, and an ace.
And then Alex has got bottom 2,
Yeah,
jack 8. Something for everybody. Oh, there's the 9.
yeah.
That didn't help anybody.
It did.
Oh, it helped Reagan.
It did help Reagan. Gave Reagan 2 pair now.
And a flush draw. Billy's got the jack high flush draw up there. Everybody checks it. And a 6 of clubs.
Gives Billy the win.
Yep, Billy
Top
gets
2.
the check mark. What's funny is somebody will raise it here, and it's been this way. It doesn't matter what night we're playing, what game we're playing. Somebody makes it, 3-bets it to 40, 6 callers every time. 6 callers.
Hey, we just got Mr. Charlie in here.
Yep.
Charlie, so I'm going to give you a list of 10 people, and you tell me who you think is going to finish the top 3 out of those 10 in the point series, okay? Billy, Daryl, Murray, Reagan, Rudy, Alex C., Clyde, Heath, Braxton, and Corey.
Can we mute the mic? So I'm gonna point. You've got a lot of top finishes here. You got the most.
Mhm.
I do.
He does have the most.
There's number 1,
Yeah, he's number 2.
number 2, and 3.
Right. Yeah, that's what I say too.
So
How is the point series working?
Um,
Is there a point series in the tournament this
So
year?
I developed a point series. I got a huge plaque in my car, which I need to bring in today. Remind me to bring it in today.
Okay.
It doesn't go home with you. It stays on the wall here.
Perfect, just like the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, we're gonna have.
You should let the person who wins it take it home and drink with it for a day. But also, I don't know if you know this, but Clyde's also doing a $500 point series last man standing kind of deal.
So what he told me with that, I haven't got all the details from him, but what he's told me so far was that they can buy in at any point in the tournament. And if you don't want to play the first 5 events, then that's just your disadvantage. If you want to play the point series, you got to pay for it right then on your next event.
Oh,
The
wow.
first event you buy in, you have to pay for it right then.
Oh, so okay, I'm already bought in, so it doesn't
Yeah, I
matter.
like that. I like
I
that.
already paid, and he's already held us to it.
The series, I think, is going to be crazy.
I think so. I think we stirred up a lot of hornet's nest in Lubbock, and I think we're gonna get a lot of Lubbock people here.
So Nick Papillo, he's coming down from Arizona. People are chasing after his money that he's beat him out of, so we'll have some followers
Well,
from
and
him.
all the tournaments we went to, or we've had people go to, Champions and 52 Social and Prime and Rounders. I mean, all those people were saying they were coming to our event.
I think a big change for us this series, as opposed to the series in the past.
Is there's
The
no
time charge.
no time. Time is included in the one price,
Yeah.
which is good And I think everybody outside of Midland is cool with that, and they love that. That's the way they play. But I will say this. We went to Prime the first time. It was Debbie, Clyde, Rudy, Reagan, Murray, and Braxton. And I think everybody but Murray went to day 2. So that was a strong showing for Kojaks. But then
We took 2% of the field at Houston, that big tournament, and we cashed 8% of the Kojaks. 8% of the field was Kojaks players.
yeah, so that's the final.
Yeah.
I say everybody wants to tell you that the Houston's got the big games. They got some big games. And
We
so
got
does
the best
Lubbock.
players.
But you start wanting to play the mixed games. We got you, Sean Rice.
Oh, Sean Rice has been called out live at Kojaks on a Saturday night.
Well, yeah. I mean, he stays up there and picks on those Lubbock fellas because he can't come down here and hang with the folks in Midland.
Oh, he can hang. He's a hell
No,
of a
he
player.
can't hang.
I'll say this: he's a hell of a player. But
Challenge accepted.
but I don't know if y'all heard about the little prop bet. It's a $10,000 bet.
Woo! Speaking of that, we got a host hotel. 4 points.
Fantastic.
109 regular. They're giving it to us for 79.
$79.
Rudy may need that because if he plays as much poker as he says he's going to, his wife may kick him out for a little while. He has to go get him a hotel room.
I got the couch. I got the couch.
Hey, look
Oh,
at this.
okay.
Pre-flop. $750 in the pot. What do we have? 6 players.
Not one person has a jack.
No, Jack 3. No help.
First to bets, first to win.
Second. I like when somebody bets
Reagan's
out,
gonna bet it.
and then you
Reagan
can
did
raise,
bet it.
You can raise right here, and he has not, and then he's got to fold.
Reagan bet 300. That tells me I don't have it, but I don't think anybody else has it.
No,
It's
he,
like
thinks
6
his,
cards.
he thinks his 10s are good.
They are.
They are good. Well, actually,
Corey
Corey
had
folded
10s too.
10s. Yeah. Yeah, Eric has a spade draw.
Yeah, Eric though feels that he runs so bad against Reagan and me.
We was talking about that earlier.
He's like, I can't beat those two guys.
First to bet, first to
First to
win.
bet, first to win. Well, and Eric plays a little tighter than most.
Hey, who's
I mean,
this
he
guy
really
in this
does.
right-hand picture right here?
Yeah, we already talked about that. I said it was not a reflection off of Bo's head. That's actually another bald guy on the wall, and he's sitting next to me.
That's the all-time cashing leader here.
It is.
Okay, stop.
Ah.
So who's the all-time money leader?
That'd be Roy Hall.
Oh, say
Roy
so.
Hall's
Who
the
is the?
It's Roy, Billy, Braxton.
I thought it was Roy, Braxton, then you. As far if you go in the 3 categories.
Billy took it over with the Texas stack.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you got Roy, Billy, Braxton, and then there's one other person. I don't know who the person is, and then it's me, 5th.
Okay.
So
Is it going to be one of the guys that maybe hit like when we had say they won 50,000 or say out of towner that they got ahead of you there?
Maybe I don't know. I think it's the guy from Mario's from El Paso.
Oh, from El Paso. That was a big one.
Yes, sir. Hey, Billy's got the Charlie Whittle. He's going 3-bet it up. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
He did.
I'll put 100. Says Billy does not win this
Man,
hand.
you know I got $5.
I'll put up 100 to your 5.
Well, that's a.
Oh, challenge accepted. Come on, Billy.
Wow.
But look at this percentage. He is in the lead.
For now.
For now.
For now.
I'll still take aces.
Carter always says, put your money in while it's good.
Yeah, you're taking Billy.
Look at this.
2-3 king.
Look at this.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh, Charlie's about to win
how
And you know
good-
he's gonna pot it right here.
Yeah, that's how good he runs.
That's running pretty pure, isn't it?
Oh God, and it's not even there's no flush draws or anything.
No, he's running pretty pure.
Look at this pot bet.
Somebody call. Somebody. Please. Yes. Who's that calling?
That would be Core. No,
That's Jeremy
that's Jeremy.
with the aces and the ace 2-4.
And I got her.
Oh, come on. We got two pair right here.
Yeah.
It went up to 68%.
So now it's
Oh!
Deuce.
Oh!
Oh, it counterfeited. No, it didn't.
No.
Okay. Ooh, I saw it.
Aces and queens counterfeited. So damn close.
winner, chicken dinner. See, you need to play good cards, people, to win.
Hey, but that had you sweating pellets, didn't it?
Yeah, I had the money here. I knew I lost. I knew I lost when I saw that flop. But I mean, this Jeremy guy believes aces are nuts. I like that.
Yeah, I think he bought in for like 2. He's up like $6,000 right now. He's up pretty good.
Frankie's at 10?
Guy, well, he
Where'd he get
rebought.
from?
He rebought,
Okay.
but he only rebought. I want to say for 5.
Yeah.
So he's got his money back.
All I know is I'm up $5.
Isn't that the sweetest $5 you ever won though?
It
When,
really
when you
is.
swim out like that.
Honey, I was just joking. We weren't really betting $100 to win 5.
Horse!
Yes. we need Basil to commentate that remark.
Yes. Hey, live straddle to 20. He's got 5-4-3-3.
Double
I
suit.
do love that hand. I do.
Because it has the 5-3 in it, right?
No, because if somebody hits a set of aces, you can really take them to pound town.
Yeah. Flop comes out ace deuce.
Well, that's what I was talking about earlier. It seems like Reagan, and I haven't watched you play enough on here as far as the PLO goes, but Reagan really likes those hands that are 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10
Yeah.
jack. You know, the the runs that run together. And it's like I was telling Charlie earlier.
Daryl likes his hand.
Those kinds of hands, you know,
Yeah,
6.
literally they're very similar.
Yeah.
So
Just-
you have
just the high
Daryl.
end.
Yeah, you just have high ends. Look at what Billy's playing. Same thing. 2,
Same
3,
thing,
4.
yeah.
Look a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And
you know,
raises.
Tacos
I don't
right
like-
there with Daryl.
I don't like Corey's hand at all. He's got 2 different ways to make a hand, but
Yeah.
you really don't want 2 different ways to make a hand. You
Yeah,
want
if he flops this, if he flops king 10, those two guys have the nut
right,
draws.
exactly.
If he flops 7, 8, those two guys have the nut draws.
Right. So it's you need to play 4 cards connected.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I was
Yeah.
telling. That's what I was telling Charlie earlier. Those,
Well, but what
those,
makes Corey a good player is that right there. 3
Yeah.
betting is a 300 with a mediocre hand.
yeah.
That's what makes him so dangerous.
It does. And the reason why you don't see me much. Thanks for bringing that up there.
Look at
Because I don't want people to see my hands.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Well, what I was saying though is I noticed that Reagan likes those, and Reagan, I've talked about that. You know, those kinds of hands play real well against big pocket pair.
Yeah.
You know, they really do. They
Right-
just
right
crush
here.
them up.
Right here, we've got 6 players in the hand, $1.6 thousand in the pot.
Yeah, that would be 1,000.
1.6 thousand, doesn't it?
That does it.
That's kind of my thing.
This is the same guy thinks 5-3. Remember? Just
Yeah,
remember.
I like 5-3 right now. But we'll see what the flop goes. But you know,
2-9-6, 2 diamonds.
2 diamonds, 2-9-6.
Corey's got the second nut flush draw. He's got a terrible. Oh, he's got straight flush draw.
Straight flush draw.
Yeah, but the
5 of diamonds dead.
2-9-6. I mean, you got second nut flush on this game. You got to be playing towards the nuts. Yeah,
Right.
I'm sorry. You know when second nut's good is when it checks around on the river and you shut over your hand.
So, just a question. Jeremy's holding pocket 8s.
And he just put a
Uh-huh.
big
So
bet
he's
in.
feeling pretty confident right now that he's holding all the blockers for that straight draw.
He does.
He's holding 50% of them.
He's holding 50% of them, but you got to realize that he's not playing just against the pocket. He's the straight draws. He's playing against the flush draws,
Right.
and he doesn't have a flush draw or anything to go with it. So the only people he's going to get out of the pot are people that are going strictly for the straight.
Corey bets the pot.
Yeah, Corey's not afraid, man.
Corey bets out 1.8.
You know who Corey reminds me of? And you weren't around for it, but he reminds me of a young Braxton. Braxton used to have no fear. No
Braxton
fear.
still has no fear. What are you talking about?
No, but now Braxton has got the skill to go behind it. I mean, there's a difference. Braxton's game has evolved so much now. Braxton can be dangerous. Dangerous.
Yeah.
He's dangerous till he gets bored.
But before
I agree.
Braxton was dangerous because he had to catch cards.
Yeah.
Now he's dangerous because he's gotten really solid.
Man, this has escalated really fast. Portillo's thinking with a with a straight flush draw. He's looking at the straight flush draw. He doesn't know that the 5 of diamonds is held by the person that just bet out the pot.
Yeah, and all of his outs, I mean, there's a lot of outs that are, well, I guess they're still out there. I hadn't seen any.
There's 8 diamond draws that beat him right now.
Sure.
And so he does get rid of it. Daryl's gone, Taco's gone, Billy's gone. He gone.
Good bet by Corey. And he bet it with the best hand at the time.
Best draw.
Best draw.
Pockets ace was actually the best.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
The only thing I don't like that bet by Corey right there is that if you had whoever had the nut flush, they would, I mean,
Yeah.
they're
Well, and
different.
when I say best hand, I mean because based on percentage, he
Oh,
was
yeah,
like
yeah,
47% is what I meant. Best
Yeah.
percentage. And sometimes that's hard when you're like, when you're looking up there and you're like, oh, he's the best hand. You're like, well, no, the pocket kings up in the corner, they had the best hand.
Right.
You know.
But talking about, I mean, making that bet with just the king high flush draw, I mean, I'm gonna tell you, this is why I love the live stream. It's to basically see tendencies of people playing.
Sure.
I played on it once in a while. I did start right before the tournament because I wanted to see how my bets would be interacted with other players.
Mhm.
And you know, I studied that a lot before the series, and it helps. Just like anything else, you can watch opponents.
Well, and I've
And
said
the tendencies.
for a while that the good players in the room. I mean, we're all going to go back and we'll watch these live streams,
Oh, yeah.
and we're not watching it for the action. We're
No.
you know we're looking at people's faces and I mean we're watching all the stuff you're supposed to be watching and their betting patterns and that is things that the better players are gonna do. You know, and it's funny because the players that aren't what I call in the upper tier. If they're below that upper tier, you're not looking at it necessarily for that, but you can still pick stuff up and learn from the guys that are there.
You know, there's 2 parts of the game. The first part is playing your cards, knowing what's the best range to play, and the second part is knowing what patterns people have with their betting structure. I mean, it's hard to pick Reagan's apart. His is such a machine. I mean, you'll watch if he leads out 3 bets a pre-flop, he's going to bet regardless if he hits it or not on
Correct.
the flop. But then if you check raises sometimes, I mean, he may have the stone nuts on you and he's going to jam it. So it's sometimes he folds, sometimes he doesn't, but he does a really good job on it.
Mhm.
Corey's just puts so much pressure on you all the time. And if Billy's in the hand, I mean, I used to always think Billy bluff, but you know, I think Billy's changed his game. He doesn't have to bluff anymore.
Well, not only has he changed his game, you just said it. You always think Billy's bluffing, and he shows you a hand every single time. And you know, it's what an image to have.
Yeah.
You know, I used to tell Braxton all the time. I said, if you change your game up, you'll be the richest guy in poker ever because of the way he played it. And you know, it's amazing in this game that I've watched that people realize or don't realize.
God, look at Reagan's hand, how big that is.
It's a big old hand.
Ace, king, queen, 9, double suited. No action. Huh?
Yeah, he lays it down. Jeremy flopped a set and looks like he's going to drag it.
Yeah.
I don't think Big Taco can call a top 2.
I've seen him do. I have seen him do it.
Is he putting it out there? Oh, I'm seeing Eric play with his chips. See how the screen split?
Yeah.
I'm seeing Eric play with his chips. I'm like, is he counting those chips out?
No, yeah, it looks like Frankie is counting it. Now, I don't think I necessarily do this with bottom shot right here because, I mean, the only way, now, I run pretty pure, so if I would raise a bottom set, you know, 7's coming on the churn, right?
Oh, Frankie just 3-bet it to 3,900 with top 2.
Yeah. Now, this is where you make a decision. This is why I don't lead out with bottom set.
Bottom set.
Because now he's in a pickle. And he's holding one of his outs, which is also one of Frankie's outs.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's got to believe his set was good on the flop, he's got to push here, and then we'll race it down. And I think if he did that, I think Frankie's in a bad spot. I mean, he's, what is it, 18%? Yeah.
Yeah, and I told Charlie earlier, Jeremy being a new player at the table, not new to the club, but new to the live stream tonight, being able to watch, he's put himself in, even though he had the best hand, he put himself in some really tough positions that he had to make these, do I really want to make this call type situations.
You see, and this is where, Big O and PLO are games that it's not about the hand. It's about, for me, pot control. If I can control the pot, if this, I would have probably checked this. I would have called if Frankie bet, and float one off to see what happens. And if I think my bottom set's good, I would have called. If I don't think my bottom set's good, I fold.
Right.
And it didn't cost me anything. He put himself right now in a situation where he's going to have to call, was it 3,900?
Yeah,
2,800 to call.
2,800 to call. Almost half his stack.
And it looks like he's going to fold.
He just moved all in on Frankie.
Wow. That's, again,
But
he thought he was good.
I think Frankie called.
Frankie called.
Frankie did call.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. This is a $16,000 pot.
Mm.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
That's two hands that I wouldn't have expected to see that way. I mean, maybe aces or tens, but not bottom set. But he must have felt that the bottom set was good, and wow. He had a 10, so he had the tens blocked.
Yeah. Wow.
Either Frankie had aces or he had nothing.
But and it's funny. With the exception of that hand where I had the head off moment against Miss Debbie. And you'll hear me if you go back and watch the other live feeds. I've always said when we get to the PLO, the best way to play the hand, unless you flop just something that is uncounterfeitable, keep it as small as you can till you get there and then bang on it.
That's right.
And I broke my own rule that night, and I really did. And I'll never forget the look on your face when I make that river bet of 1,400. And Miss Debbie looks at her cards, and I look at you, and I know you saw that deer in the headlights looking. I'm like, oh no,
because I remember instead of Jackson, I go, I think I'm good with instead of Jackson. I'm like, what are you doing? You can't bluff.
Yeah, and it really was just such a head off moment. And I've gone back and watched. How many times I've watched that live stream, going, what are you doing right there? You know better than that, And it just, but yeah, I'll never forget looking across. You're sitting in seat one, and I'm looking at you going, oh my God, what did I just do?
I thought maybe you flopped top set and then you just ran bad, but no.
No, I had a pair of kings in my hand.
I think when the jack hit, I knew I was golden. I was like, what are you
against me, you were, yes.
Right, not against her.
Well, I told Clyde.
But let's talk about this hand really quick. You see, like the hand that I think I would have been potting with if I was Frankie would have been the queen jack, king. Wow, he was up 32,000.
That's not right. It doubled his input. Is what it was. He's 16,000 is what he should be up.
Oh wow, that's
wow.
I mean, I hope the game keeps going.
If he is up 32,000,
is there a list? Can I get on the list?
Yeah. If the chip count is correct, that'll be the biggest win we've ever had on live stream. He bought in for 2.
Yeah, it looked like he only had 5,000.
Yeah, he had 70 over 8,100 at the start of the hand.
Yeah, so 16,000 plus the strike money.
Yeah.
So how's the hold'em going? I mean, we've only been here for.
It's PLO only tonight.
Oh, no way.
Yes, sir.
Oh wow, man! I didn't get the memo.
Yeah, it's PLO only. All they're playing. Yep, absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah, which is one of your stronger games. I mean, it really is.
I like it. I like it a lot. So, where's the list for this tonight?
Do you have Poker Atlas?
No, I don't.
Let me see. And yeah, we've got 35 minutes in the live stream, but the game will move to another table and continue.
Yeah, I think I want to get in.
There may be a seat open now.
Let me go check on that.
Okay. As soon as this hand's over, you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do that. That's-
King 7 Jack with 2 spades. I guess Alex has 2 pair and a 7 high flush draw.
Wait for Alec. That's a lot. So he may pound it.
Oh, I guess they're clubs. Never mind, they switched. The card reader picked them up wrong, so that puts Eric in the lead with his club draw.
Yeah, but that's tough to know that your 6-eye club draw is nuts.
Yeah, it's Charlie and I were talking about earlier. What if everybody could just see the percentages in front of them, just their percentage, not the rest of the table, just their percentage? I told Charlie, I think it would kill the game.
It would.
Because you're not going to see, Reagan put it in and he's in last place percentage wise. At 12%.
The flush hits.
The flush gets there and nobody has one.
And then Eric's going to see that his 8-high flush was the nuts.
King Jack is in the lead, it looks like.
Yeah, Mr. Frank. And, Frank's going to bet it like he's got everything. He needs the board to pair. And there he goes.
There he goes.
He pairs it just like that. Full
And he
house.
picks up a full house too. This could get expensive. This could get really big.
7 Jack, 7 King. It is. There you go. You got Alex betting the pot.
And Frankie just lost that big one. If he moves all in right here, Alex is going to think he's steaming. Frankie all in to call. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
I guess it's smart to lay down 8-high flush.
absolutely.
Which
Yeah.
was the nuts.
But yeah, when I looked up and saw them both had a boat, that's ooh. We've only had quads one time tonight.
Yeah.
Quad queens.
The opposite of Poker Bros.
Huh?
The opposite of Poker Bros.
Absolutely. But yeah, I was telling them, about 4 weeks ago we had that trivia question where we had
Oh, they're nine-headed.
we had quads 3 times in the first 34 hands of PLO.
Yeah.
All 3 times it was quad 7s.
It was.
Yeah, and the math on it was astronomical. To the point where I talked to 4 or 5 different people, some of them, like MIT type folks, and they said that it's possible that it's never happened in the history of cards. That's how rare it was.
Wow.
And for quads to come out in any hand, no matter what order they come out, there's over 2 billion combinations that can come out to make quads. Over 2 billion. And then when you narrow it down to, we got pocket aces for Frankie again.
And this is funny. When Frankie loses a big pot, either he walks out or he keeps doubling up. And he's going to apply pressure right now.
Definitely. Raises to 45, I believe. 70. You can't see them when they stack every once in a while.
Billy's got 7s. Corey's got the little 8-6 Jack 10 hand.
Billy's 7s are dead. I like Corey's hand right there.
Yeah, I did. Let's see what Alex does. He just lost that massive pot to Frankie. He's going to do what?
Yeah, look at Jeremy's stack. That's not 32,000 sitting there. That's 16.
Both folded king, queen, huh?
He's been playing pretty tight. He's made a cut. He showed that bluff too, where he bluffed with a minute ago earlier in the evening for $1,600 or $1,700 bluff.
He's been saying the only way he can win a hand lately is to keep bluffing it. All right.
King, 3. Nobody has a king in their hand.
First one to bet wins. That would be Mr. Frank.
They're going to check it. I figure Billy will bet this. Just Billy's a great look there. Yep, he's picking up betting chips. He sure is. He bets the pot. Pot for sale. If you don't want it, I'm going to come get it. That's Billy's. That's kind of Billy's MO.
I mean, it's I mean, I guess Frank gave it away too. Mr. Frank gave it away right when the king 3. You saw his hands. He's like, ugh.
Yeah.
So you knew he missed the flop and he had a big hand and it just didn't come out right. So I was gonna say, you gotta pay attention to those things every now and then. That people will tell you, where they're at and if they're a great actor. All right, let's see. So here's Reagan on the button. All right, I put a $2 wager that it may get raised on the button.
If nobody raises beforehand, absolutely.
Without 100% down.
Yeah, 100% Reagan will raise it on the button.
Oh.
And unless Daryl's got the stone cold nuts and the 4 cards in his hands, he's going to fold no matter what.
Yeah, it's a bad spot, bad seat.
And that's something I don't think people understand in PLO either, is how important position is. Position is so important in this game. I think it's even more important than in Hold'em.
All right, Frankie has ace, deuce, tray, 4, no suits, rainbow.
If we were playing Big O, Frankie's all in.
Rudy would be all in.
Rudy would be, but Frankie don't play Big O.
I wouldn't be all in. There's no. You don't have a high.
Yeah, there's no high.
There's no high. You need to have that deuce of diamonds. I like it. I like it.
Billy puts in a little raise. It's like 40, I think. I think he 3-bet it to 40. Charlie said earlier we were about 3.5, 4 weeks away from new cameras and whole new table being built.
That's cool.
And yeah, they're getting the really good cameras like you see where you can around the table, and I like Corey's hand here. I mean, it's doable.
Eric has a suited ace. Alex P, what are you playing?
I'm telling you,
5-9.
40 gets everybody calling for some reason. It's like I've got my lottery tickets.
So here's where Reagan either is going. He called? Yeah, wow.
Daryl flops a set of kings. Ace, king, 10 with 2 diamonds. Anybody have a diamond draw? No diamond draw. Queen, jack. Corey flops Broadway. Just saved Daryl. Daryl's free rolling now with a set of kings.
Neither one has a diamond, so all you gotta worry about is the Warriors pair, and that's it.
Yeah.
Diamond comes here and throws them both off.
So we're gonna get to watch them kiss their sister here. They're just gonna check or bet.
I would definitely not check. I would definitely bet if I'm down.
What's what I meant. They're just gonna chop. Is what I.
Right.
I mean, I didn't mean check. I meant chop. And they win $80 a piece. A $1,400 pot netted them 80 a piece.
Yeah.
But that pays for a night's time here.
You know, it does. And, you know, Daryl's thinking how lucky Corey got, and realizing when he looks at it now.
How lucky he got.
Yeah, how lucky he got. Because you saw that face he made. He's like, what the heck was he calling with, you know?
Yeah.
And there was no bet on the flop. I mean, I think I would have. I think Corey should have let out there with the nuts.
Well, yeah, at least you don't have diamonds. Protect against the draw. I mean, you've got to protect there somehow.
Because, you know, if you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the hand you have to bet. It's the nuts.
I mean, if he comes out betting, a third size pot or something like that, you got to put something out there to make those diamonds pay to go after that card. So what is you might know this because you and Reagan are a little tighter than Reagan and I are. I mean, I love Reagan to death, but what is up with this homeless woodsman look he's got going on here lately? I mean, got the whole beard going on, and he's wearing a Denver Broncos hat. So I mean,
He likes the Denver Broncos.
Well, I know, but he's got this beard thing going on. Has he been chopping wood or living in the forest? Or?
No, I mean, he likes the look. We don't talk about facial hairs a lot.
Yeah. Although that's you ought to. That's the most hair you can grow. So you ought to.
I can grow more hair somewhere else.
So do you have the wraparound? When your hair grows out, is it wraparound or is it all the way?
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, I got the wrap.
Well, I actually read an article not too long ago talking about how
highly intelligent people have less hair on top.
No, not the intelligent thing. How women are finding bald men more attractive these days.
I found that to be. I'm 52 years old. That's the truth.
You're 52.
I'm 52.
I didn't think you don't look a day over 59. I swear. I didn't have no idea.
I play like a kid. Huh? All right.
And Miss Rudy, not that the women are chasing Rudy at all, so you don't have to think about that either.
She knows my mistress is Kojak's. All right, you got Daryl back-to-back kings.
Yeah.
Wow. And then you got
And these
Eric
are double
B.
suited this time.
And Eric B right here with queens. Let's see how he plays that. He's the short stack at the table. I think I'm going to have to give my queens that are suited, I'm going to have to give it a raise.
Jack 10-10.
Yeah, and there you go. Daryl gets lucky. He hits the dangler.
Yeah, he hit the dangler.
Hit
Yeah.
the dangler. You know, he missed it with the kings and hits
Bets
it.
200, it looks like. Yeah, bets 200. I don't think Eric can call with it right there. I mean,
What's Billy called? Wow. Billy raised, it looks like.
oh,
Yeah, Billy's repping the 10 there.
of all the people at the table, though, I mean, when Daryl's got it and Daryl's in there, he's not barefoot ever. Of course, 10 Jack's a scary hand. I mean, that's something that's, that's a playable hand for just about anybody at the table. 10
Yeah.
Jack's a very possible hand.
The only concern that you have with Daryl, if you are Daryl right here, is that you have a 10. Does he have jacks full? But what's the likelihood of me hitting one of the two case kings? I don't think if I hit a 3, if he's got 10 jack, hitting a 3 is no good. He might lay this down.
He is.
See? Yeah.
Great bet by Billy.
Yeah, and then Billy shows the bluff.
Daryl didn't even look up to see it. That's what I like about it. Daryl could care less whether you bluff him or you have it or not. He looks up. He just plays his game. Always. I don't know if I've ever seen Daryl.
So one of the things I've noticed right now, and if you watch the live
Heath,
stream,
thank you for watching, by the way. Heath from San Angelo.
what's up, Heath? But one of the things you'll notice right now that Billy and Reagan and a few other players do it, when that board in PLO was double paired, they pound it.
Yep.
They're the first ones to lead out, and they're also the first ones to be raised.
Yep.
You know, yeah. So they're not actually playing the player at that point. They're playing the percentages that you have to have it.
Correct.
And I think what Daryl did was a great laydown because he knows he's got 2 kings. He's drawing literally what he believes is the 2 outs.
Well, Ace 10 beats you right there pretty easy.
Ace
Yeah.
10, Jack
Yeah.
10. I mean, you got to
Jack
put
10, yeah.
Well, you got to put Billy on right there as Jack 10.
And
Worst
that's
case.
such a playable, like I say, any person at the table, any of us
Yeah.
in our hands could have Jack 10.
Okay, now let's see how Reagan plays his kings.
Raises
versus-
to 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, raises to 80. Taco's calling. Told you.
Yeah.
I didn't have to look to see what he did. I was looking at it at the hand.
And then you know Billy's now actually does have the Jack 10.
Yes.
So if the Jack 10-10 comes out again, he may not get Reagan's gonna wow, that would be a sick flop because now Reagan's got King 10.
Yeah.
Order pizza, do you want any?
No,
No,
thank
no,
you. That's
thank
very
you.
nice of you though.
Flop comes Deuce 7 Jack.
Deuce 7 Jack. Billy's got a
Takes
Jack
the lead.
and a
the
7.
7. Yeah, 2 pairs.
He's got 2 pair.
And nobody has really any kind of draw to go with it. That's a pretty big spread. So yeah, I mean that's. Billy takes this one down pretty easy.
Yep.
And Billy's back up. Billy had dipped down for about 45 minutes. He had dipped down to about 4,500, and he's back up pretty good now. Sitting second in chips now.
Sorry you didn't make it the top 4 today, man.
Well,
But that's what happens when you mess with karma.
with karma.
Yeah, dude, you can't be talking crap about my game and then think you're gonna get a ticket. Oh no, sir, no, sir.
Well, we both had about the same amount of style. I figured one of us was fixing to jam either way. I had 4 laps, 5-handed left. I had 4. I mean, if you go little blind, big blind, I had 4 laps
Yeah.
left. And you look down at King 10 suited, ship it. You
It
know.
was a good hand there in the course of the night. That's the one I beat Joe on.
Until I saw you win a big one with King 10. But like I say, I look down at King 10. I've got 4
But I was
laps,
going against Queen 6.
but then I walk into Queens. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
no.
I was like, I went into an easier hand than you did.
I'm just like, congratulations, guys.
I should have knocked you out with a pair of 5s.
You know what made me make that call? I thought to myself, I should already be out of this tournament anyway because of the 5s. Right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, absolutely, I should have. And you had to make that call right there, no matter what, anyways, with that hand.
When the big stack folded pre-flop, and I'm left as the big blind. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I say, that one just played itself between you and I in that hand there. But then, King 10 walks
I
in.
mean, I had 80,000 chips. If I don't have 80,000 chips, it's an easy fold.
Correct.
But because it doesn't really affect my stack at that point level of the game,
Yep.
yeah, it's.
It was funny, and we need to do it. We need to do a couple of them during the series. The ones that don't get in some of these bigger tournaments, they need to have some satellites going in. And I think we're going to. We talked about having some satellites going in. So
I will tell you this: since COVID has kind of passed and everything's back on full board here with the staff at Kojak's, and I would gotta say that this has been one hell of a place to play poker. Thanks, Clyde, Carrie,
absolutely.
the staff here for what y'all do. I know we give y'all a lot of crap when we get a bad beat and stuff, but thank y'all. It's great to have a place like this to just right down the street to go play. And
Charlie was talking about how they have the big games in Houston, but we got the best players here. And I will say this: the action games that we have here, you're playing against top-notch players. Goodbye, Crusher. But you're playing against top-notch players all the time here.
Definitely. Bo has top 2 and open-ended. This is going to be
A winner.
We'll see how
Hey, when you walk out there, walk by Chris and tell him that Jeremy's stack is showing 31,000 instead of 16. It's doubled somehow.
Got it.
Yeah, so, I mean, I it's been good. It's been a good place to play.
Well, when I sit down at a table and seriously, I'm not being joking at all, but it's got you and Bo and Braxton and Billy and Daryl and Reagan, and you start looking at just what I just named right there. That's as tough a table as you're going to play anywhere in the country.
I think so.
Absolutely. And then you go ahead and have Sean Rice come down from Lubbock. I mean, I've played in games like that where it's not a matter of.
Oh, then you gotta put the other people that are literally just the grinders. Josh Broadway, Basil, Joni.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, look, I don't play nearly any cash games with Hunter, but oh my God, Hunter is a crusher. And all of a sudden, for all the great praises I was giving the bearded guy about his facial hair, just comes in here and calls
Dumb and Dumber. Unbelievable.
I thought he said great and greatest.
He knows great and greatest. He knows that.
Yeah.
And while you're here, we got to ask you a question because I asked this one earlier. Rudy didn't have the answer, and I know y'all go eat lunch and things like that. But what is up with this homeless woodman's look you've got going? You got the Denver Broncos hat and the facial hair, and
I've leaned into COVID.
you've leaned into it.
It's been a year now, son.
Yeah, I need to shave it. So maybe after the tournament series, it's hot in here.
Yeah, it's very hot in here. I've been trying to leave.
There's a lot of hot air going on in this room, I assure you.
They all say.
I wish everybody could see the dip stain on Carter's.
Sure. It's coffee. It's not dip. It's coffee.
Okay.
It is Starbucks coffee.
Hey,
Yes.
I might need to borrow $500 from you.
Shocker.
No. I didn't know y'all were just playing PLO.
Yeah. There's just some craziness going on out there tonight.
It's been
Dude, this dude Jeremy doesn't believe anybody has anything.
ever.
Yeah, I guess anytime in my life I had to check all that one hand where he stacked Frankie on back ruin that flush. I turned up aces up, so I wasn't gonna fold after that.
Yeah.
That was a weird. I'm like never supposed to get raised there. Like when I have an ace in my hand, it comes to ace 10.
Well, it's what I was.
And then he bets it.
Yeah, but he pots.
He pots it bottom set.
Well, that's what I told Rudy. You know, when Frankie comes over the top 3,900 there, Jeremy being new to the live stream, not new to Kojak's, I've seen him put himself in some really tough spots tonight. Even though he had the best hand, it's just like at the time.
And I'm gonna tell you, I mean, only because of my conversations with the bearded one here, I used to do that same play a lot.
They show you top set a lot. Middle set.
Yeah, and that's where they're gonna call you with is they're gonna show you.
But did you ever bluff Debbie Hinton when she's holding the nuts?
No.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I mean, that's never a good recipe.
Yeah,
But
never a good
again, I mean,
recipe.
he just put I mean, he could have been drawing dead right there, or drawing to 2% the last 7, which we knew it was out already.
Yeah, that one. Whenever he goes, I know the hand was just crazy. Whenever he goes, I bet Frankie calls. He pots me, and then I fold, and Frankie repots.
Well, then 2 hands
I
in a row.
I don't hate Frankie's play.
Well, 2 hands in a row, Frankie double. You know, he wakes up with monsters the next 2 hands right after that.
I want to make a hand.
Yeah,
I finally made it.
yeah, ace king 5-3.
Your kings are good, by the way. No, your kings weren't good. Billy flopped 2 pair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, on that jack 5, whatever.
Jack 7 deuce board.
Yeah,
Which
Yeah, he had like 7s and 2s there, right?
I'll tell you what,
Jack
it's been
seven.
this
Yeah,
been
Jack
a really strange night as far not strange. It's been Kojak's night. You 3-bet it to 40 and have 7 callers every time. Every time.
Yeah, the kids are gambling.
And I mean, if you give your hand to Jeremy the way he's been playing, he would have thought kings were good and ride them out, and then river 2 pair somehow.
And then Bo bluffs Alex in that one hand there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Big bluff.
I tried to bluff Alex once, it didn't go well.
Well, and I mean the ace and the jack of hearts were on the board. Bo had a naked queen of hearts in his hand, and Alex sitting there with 10-3 of hearts.
Yeah, during that hand when he folded, I was like, "Good bluff, Bo. Show the bluff," and he turned over the bluff.
Well, I'm sitting here.
I knew he was bluffing that
Charlie and I said, "Look at Daryl and Reagan," because y'all were laughing over in the corner there.
I knew he was bluffing. I've played Bo now.
Bo's got top and bottom here.
Well, and I said that if Alex makes that call, you'll see Bo's ears turn red because he's sitting there going, "Please don't call."
He's gonna raise him too. He's gonna have to fold the extra 600.
Yeah. Top 2. Who has top 2?
No, Bo has top and bottom.
Top and bottom. There we go.
Well, Jammer turned a big hand.
Yeah.
Top pair open ended.
Flush draw too, right?
He,
2 clubs on the board. Yeah. Queen high flush draw. Sure enough.
Corey has absolutely air.
Jack Keene, thank you
He
for
has
watching.
bottom pair. I've lost to somebody this week. He just floated one bottom pair for no in a 4-bet pot. With a pair
By
of
the way,
aces.
ladies and gentlemen, he's talking about me.
4-bet pot. He's got a pair of 2s. This splits. Yeah, let's get half our chips in the center.
No, it was actually 3/4. let's be honest. There's no shame to the game. It was 3/4 of the chips.
I'm gonna try to win.
Go
Hey,
beat them up.
5-1 says that you win one of the next 3 hands that you sit down for.
I have more chips than that too. I rebought, so I have like 5,000.
Well, you got 12 minutes to win 3 hands to win the bet.
I need you to win 500 so I can get in the next game. That was Reagan Rich, ladies and gentlemen.
What a great poker name.
We were having a serious debate last week in Lubbock about who is the best poker player here in Midland, and I think hands down everyone pretty much consensus says that Reagan is probably our best player, which, I kind of made a little salt to my wound because I think I'm the best player. I'm sure that you think you're the best player.
If you don't think you're the best player, why are you walking in the door playing these big games?
That's right. That's right.
Because my argument would have been it's one of those 2 men at the end of the table, Daryl or Reagan.
Nah.
You got to go on consistent wins.
Right. You do. But, I mean, I still think that if you don't put your name in there,
Sure.
you shouldn't be playing. And
Sure.
the reason why we play is because we think we're always better than somebody else.
And I absolutely think when I'm sitting at the table, no matter who's there, I'm the best player sitting at the table.
Yeah.
And
I'm
it
gonna
doesn't always
tell you-
work out that way.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you honestly, though.
I know. I am. And there are times that I am.
Because if I'm sitting at that table,
Well, exactly. Exactly.
You know.
We're just going to agree to disagree on that one.
Okay. As we have the great thing about poker, there's a scoreboard.
Only on your bankroll. That's all it is.
It's a scoreboard. People like Reagan and Billy, they don't. Well, I mean, yeah, the money's great, but I'm gonna tell you, Reagan just wants to beat people.
Yes.
I mean, if everyone was given the same amount of chips, I mean, it wouldn't matter to him. I mean, he gets so frustrated when he only wins $1,000 because it's not that he only won $1,000. He feels like he should bust everybody at the table.
Look
Now,
at Billy's hand.
This is the hand I told you. He's going to play 3 hands, and he played, and he's going to fold this.
Yep, he's going to fold it.
So that's 1 of 3.
You know, I had this talk with Michael Lopez one time. Because I have a 2-hand complain limit is what I try to 2 hands. I'm gonna be like, I can't believe that just happened. Blah blah blah. So, and I told him, I said, Mikey, I said it's never been about the money, ever. It's about the win.
Yeah.
When I'm in a pot, the competitive in me, I want to win. I don't care about what the size of the pot is.
Hold on. So Alex called with a gut shot and a queen.
Yeah, and Billy just turned the boat.
Yeah.
And they go check, check. Nice trap, Billy. King, queen now. He knows that's no good. Alex knows that's no good. They go check, check. Billy knows nothing's going to call him unless it can beat him.
Right.
But yeah, they like I say, it's playing the guys I've played for the last 20 years. It's been a majority of the guys in the group. I mean, of course, you and Reagan came along, but before it was Bo and Daryl and Billy and Ruben and Braxton and you get to playing those guys. It's just the toughest, and then you bring in guys at y'all's level as well. You sit down at that table, you better play your A game, because what I found is it allows one mistake. You might get one mistake and you're going to be stuck for the night at a table like that. And then you throw in somebody with Clyde's depth. Like I say, Clyde can keep coming at you till he hurts you. And Clyde's been playing so well the last. I've seen him play in the last, 6 months to a year. I mean, you look at what he's done in tournaments the last 2 years. You put Clyde at a table, and then a friend of ours used to say, if the money holds out, the luck will change, and he's absolutely right.
Oh yeah.
And you get somebody like that can come in here and just keep pounding on you till he gets tired of pounding on you. Clyde gets very dangerous in that situation.
Yeah.
And it just, I'm telling you, we've got some of the toughest players here. And of course, like it doesn't matter if you're sitting in Vegas or here, you're going to think you're the best player in the world.
All right. This could be a big pot if Corey raises.
This could be a real big pot.
Corey's got big 4 cards: Ace, King, Queen, Jack,
Suited.
1 suit, clubs. Then you got Daryl with Ace, Deuce of diamonds and Jack, Jack. So let's see what he does here. Rudy would limp right here. Something seems to be going on.
Is that Josh dealing now? Yeah, it's Josh dealing. Look at Eric's hand. Double suited.
Yeah, that's huge right there. Corey folded?
It may have misread them. I mean, it may have caught some of the other cards coming across.
All right.
If the timing's just right, it'll catch the cards as they throw them in.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alex, you got to throw that one away. That's the devil's hand.
Did Alex call?
With 3 6s in his hand.
Dude, I guess he's trying to do a blocker if there's a 6-high flush out there straight.
He's trying to catch a 4 at this point.
I know he's trying to catch the K6. That's the only way.
Yeah, look at Eric picking up a pretty big one right there. Middle pair nut flush draw.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see Billy flopped a set of 7s. There's the ace. That doesn't help anybody. Just gets Eric in trouble.
It gets Eric in trouble with 2 pair. Still got the nut flush draw though. I mean, it's.
Yeah, Billy bets 135. I don't know how Eric doesn't race here. Or he may put it all in with all he's got left. I don't see any black
It looks
chips.
like he's doing it.
Yeah. Top two and nut flush draw.
No, top and middle.
Or top middle, I mean, yeah, nut flush draw.
Maybe they run it twice. He gets lucky.
Yeah, I bet they do that. But he's all in for 545 with one card to come. I mean, I'll bet they run it twice.
Billy is always good about running it multiple times if you want.
And when he says how many times you like to run it, you know you're in trouble typically. I mean, he's a nice guy that way is what I'm trying to say.
I don't like, I'll tell you right now, PLO I'll run it twice or 3 times. I like 3 times.
Mhm.
I like for us, somebody to get the win, somebody to get the loss.
I like one or 3 times. I don't care what game we're playing, but 1 or 3, not 2. Just
Big
1 or
O,
3.
I don't like running it more than once. Yeah.
But you know, I always will if somebody asks me because, you know, until they say no one time, and then I'm like, you know what? Okay, we're done for that one.
I always tell people I'm only running it once. Unless we're playing a Big O and it's just a high board, then I'll run it twice.
Yeah,
But if it's going to be a chop pot, it's already chopped. I don't want to chop it anymore.
correct. I agree. I like that. I mean, I agree with that completely. Billy's actually thinking about this. I mean, he knows that Eric is such a tight player. You know,
I mean, Billy only has, a set. That's it. He can't beat a flush. He really can't beat a set if Eric has a set. And if Eric has top 2, that two pair fills up a lot better than his 7's full, but he makes the call.
yeah. I think they're running it twice. Okay, it looks like Josh is asking me, y'all okay with twice? Right there is what it looks like. No help.
No help.
I don't know what that card was.
I think it's the non-hearts.
There we go.
They run it 3 times.
It did
No
run it
help,
3
no
times.
help, no help. All right, look.
Good.
I got 2 minutes. I'm going to go jump in.
Yep, I am. This will be our last hand of the night. Rudy, thank you. I enjoyed it. Like I say,
That's Chris. I like giving you a hard time, but you're one of my friends. I like you.
absolutely.
Please, next time try that bluff on me.
Well, I just learned my lesson. I'm not bluffing anybody ever again as long as I live.
That's
Ever.
the bluff.
You call that bluff? So looks like we'll go ahead and play this last hand, folks. And then again, don't forget about our West Texas Poker Series and come out and have a great time. First tournament is this coming Tuesday, April the 6th. It's the PLO tournament. Starts at 6 o'clock straight up or right at 6. And then there'll be 3 hours that you can register in late registration if you're running late or something like that. Wednesday is going to be our 6 max. Thursday is going to be our round of each, no limit hold'em PLO. Back to Wednesday, I'm sorry. Wednesday is also 460. Thursday's 460 PLO. Starting Friday, April the 9th is our Texas stack. $510 to get in it. So it'll end up being $550, do the dealer appreciation, that sort of stuff in there. We'll have 5 or 4 day ones. This is going to get absolutely huge. So that'll be Friday, Saturday. And then Sunday, we're going to have our tag team at 3 p.m. And it's a 460, so, per team. Tuesday, we'll be back to we'll have the ladies event on April the 13th for 460, starts at 6:30. And also on Tuesday, we'll be having our high roller, and it's $12.50 to get in it. It'll be starting at 6 p.m. As well. Wednesday, April 14th is our Big O. So, and then starting on Thursday, we have 5 day ones in the main event with $125,000 guarantee. I honestly think it's going to get a lot bigger. I really do. I think we may double what the guarantee is. And if not, like I said, I hope we do. So Alex flops, looks like back up to the game. Alex flops nut flush draw, and he's going to take it down. We've got time for one more hand, so we'll throw one more hand at it. And then also on Sunday, April the 18th, it'll be our day 2 of the main event, but we'll also be having a big bounty tournament. which is also a 460, starts at 3 o'clock with an hour and a half late registration in it. So that'll be the last tournament of the series on April the 18th, which just happens to be that particular day. That happens to be my baby boy's birthday. He will be 24 years old that day. And before that, though, on April the 12th, which I guess we're closed on April the 12th, which is a good thing. That is my baby girl's birthday. She'll be 22 years old. The Crusher will be 22 years old on that Monday. So if you see her, tell her happy birthday. And if you see old Zach Man, tell him the same thing. If you want to see Rudy, he's that guy in the red top right there. You can't see his face, but it looks like we have ended the game. And I want to thank everybody for coming. Everybody have a wonderful Easter. Enjoy your families and remember the reason for the season. And we will certainly see you in the series coming up. Have a good night. Thank you.